the news coverage doesn't stop here on Sam Roberts Show. Your number one source.
What did I walk into?
For coverage here at the Republican National Debate.
What?
The CNN debate. We are covering it live as only we can do. We now have our correspondent, the African-American correspondent to the African-American people. DJ Whoo is here to report on this debate. DJ Whoo.
Booga baga, booga baga.
Okay, that's not, I didn't say, I said African-American.
You said African.
No, African-American is what I said.
Nigga, you said African.
That's not what I said.
All right.
DJ Whoo is back here. You go from rappers and naked women with paint on them to the Republican debates. This is Sam Roberts Show. Vote or die.
Vote or die.
Vote or die.
Whatever, you puff.
Look at this.
Diddy over here.
Denny Fatbeard on Twitter, SR Show SXM, says, have you seen the new show on Nat Geo? Nat Geo peas nuts. Again, that's what we've named this debate, DJ Whoo.
Why you always get caught out there? Even when you read it, you get caught.
It's the GOP's nuts debate. It's not the GOP debate. It's the GOP's nuts debate.
Shit.
That's what's going on here. We're following on Twitter at SR Show SXM. Ballroom Brawler on Twitter says, oh shit, things just got dope.
It got dope. Dope as fuck, huh?
It got dope. I mean, you got to hear, like, this is just a taste. This is my favorite moment of the debate so far.
Go ahead.
This happened towards the beginning. He's talking about Rand Paul.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there.
He's calling him ugly. He's calling him ugly. Oh, my gosh.
You can't be serious.
Then look at him. Look at him. He's on TV now. He's talking.
100%, by the way, with Carly on the fact that the Democrats do not want to solve this problem for the obvious reasons, but they do not. But I believe that a reading of the 14th Amendment allows you to have an interpretation where this is not legal and where it can't be done. I've seen both sides, but some of the greatest scholars agree with me without having to go through Congress. If you do go through Congress, you can absolutely solve the problem.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
You would stipulate, Mr. Trump, that not everyone agrees.
Carly is... This is
Sure.
Senator Paul, I want to bring you in.
See, Carly is the chick that Donald Trump said she couldn't be president because her face looks like a horse. Something like that. Something like that.
Yes, you do. A little donkey-ish.
And
around 1900 was...
And this is the guy who Trump just called ugly at the beginning of the debate, Rand Paul. I am informing America right now, DJ Whoo. I hope that little kid from California that called in on the first show on Monday, Jackson, I hope that he's listening because he is getting a fucking social studies lesson tonight.
Those who were here and under the jurisdiction.
What the
original...
Dude, they've been talking about immigration for 45 minutes. This is the Donald Trump show. And all the other 9 people are his guests.
All right, Senator Paul, thank you so much. Let's turn to a new topic. We've received a lot of questions on social media about the economy and about jobs. We have
my God.
CEOs.
So they go, Donald Trump is our guy right now. So we're going to talk about 2 things. Immigration that he's been talking about forever, and the economy, which is what his specialty has always been. He's a businessman.
Oh, he's about to kick ass.
He is.
About to kick that.
He's just going to slit throats. Have you ever seen anything so exciting as this debate, Whoo? This is like Sunday Night Football.
I never knew that you have to be attractive to win.
Donald Trump is letting him know. He's saying, well, Rand Paul is an ugly man. This Carly woman, she's a very ugly woman. Donald Trump apparently is this great-looking guy. Although, Donald Trump has to be a good-looking guy because his daughter is so good-looking that Donald Trump himself said, if I was a little younger and not her father, I would fuck her. That's what he said. Did you hear him?
I heard him.
He wants to have sex with his daughter.
Yipes.
He's making a face at Carly right now.
Vote, vote, vote.
He's about to serve her a hard platter of whoop ass. He's like, Carly, luckily I have a mug here. I brought you a nice piping hot glass of shut the fuck up. And let the Trumpster do his talking.
I can't wait till he got to come in. Look at him.
Like, this is the first time I've watched these debates, and every candidate that's not Trump should be humiliated even being there.
This is crazy. I've never even watched a debate before until Trump got on.
Isn't it crazy?
This is my first debate I've ever watched.
Oh, and isn't it great?
Yeah, I always thought Obama would win because he was black. I don't need to watch it.
You don't need to watch it. There's no debate in that. He's black.
Yeah, he's winning. To
say he was wrong, I was right. I was a terrific CEO. The board was dysfunctional, and he.
Oh my God! The whole time she's going, I was a terrific CEO. Trump is like pursing his lips, going, "No,
fuck out of here."
Trump, why would you be better at creating jobs than Carly Fiorina?
Well, let me just explain. The head of the Yale Business School, Jeffrey Sonnenfeld, wrote a paper recently, one of the worst tenures for a CEO that he has ever seen, ranked one of the top 20 in the history of business. The company is a disaster and continues to be a disaster. They still haven't recovered. In fact, today on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, they fired another 25 or 30,000 people saying we still haven't recovered from the catastrophe. And Carly says the revenues went up. That's because she bought Compaq. It was a terrible deal, and it really led to the destruction of the company. Now, one other company before that was Lucent. Carly was at Lucent before that. And Lucent turned out to be a catastrophe also. So I only say this. She can't run any of my companies.
No. Ms. Fiorina, I want to give you a chance to respond.
Jeffrey Sonnenfeld is a well-known Clintonite and honestly had it out for me from the moment that I arrived at Hewlett-Packard. But honestly,
that's true. I don't think that's true.
I find it quite rich that you would talk about this. You know, there are a lot of us Americans who believe that we are going to have trouble someday paying back the interest on our debt. Because politicians...
This is like the white version of hip-hop beef. You understand, Who, kid?
This is real right here.
That is, in fact, precisely the way you ran your casinos. You ran up mountains of debt as well as losses using other people's money, and you were forced to file for bankruptcy. Not twice, 4 times.
Atlantic City.
Record 4 times. Why should we trust you
Atlantic
to
City.
manage the finances of this nation any differently than you manage the finances of your casino?
Atlantic City.
Mr. Trump, I made over $10 billion. I had a casino company. Caesars just filed for bankruptcy. Chris will tell you, it's not Chris's fault either. But almost everybody in Atlantic City is either in trouble or filed for
What did I say?
Yeah.
Atlantic City.
But,
You did.
but Atlantic City is a disaster. Wait a minute, Carly. Wait. I'll let you speak.
You're damn thief,
Atlantic
God.
City is a disaster. And I did great in Atlantic City. My timing was great, and I got a lot of credit for it. Many of the great business people that you
He's going like, don't worry about it. That failure, I actually did very well. Everybody else failed worse than me.
What are you talking about?
So it makes it a success. Let's go to Chris, the teacher on Long Island. Chris,
this is really crazy.
Is this not great for teaching the youth of America what I'm doing here with DJ Who Kid?
Dude, I was going to tell you, I was at back to school night tonight.
Yeah.
And so I missed everything. So everything I get right now, I'm learning from you.
And I'm giving you. Chris Christie's responding.
I got to tell you the truth. They could care less about your careers. They care about theirs. Let's start talking about that.
All these fucking idiots. These guys are coming up and being like, we shouldn't talk about you guys. We should talk about what the people want to hear. Be quiet.
Sounds like an idiot.
You can interrupt everybody else on the stage. You got to interrupt me. Okay? The fact is that we don't want to hear about your careers. Back and forth and volleying back and forth about who did well and who did poorly. You're both successful people. Congratulations. You know who's not successful? The middle class in this country who's getting plowed over by Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton.
You know who's not getting plowed over? All the people that were stuck in traffic on the George Washington Bridge because this idiot just decided to stop it up.
I forgot about that.
Chris Christie over here.
Talk about that.
Coming to you next, but Miss Fiorina's name was mentioned, and I have to give her the opportunity to respond if she wants it.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, I thought we had been hearing quite a bit about Governor Christie's record as governor. Actually, I think track records are very important. I completely agree.
Whoa, beef. It's beef. Chris the teacher, I mean, you got to be ready to come to your student. This has got to be a weird time. What do you teach? Can you tell me what's...
Social studies, dude.
Yeah, this has got to be a weird time. Are your students going to you and being like, excuse me, Mr. Chris, this makes no sense. I understand learning about the forefathers and all this stuff, but hasn't the American political system become a complete joke?
I mean, and I say yes, so why don't you turn it on and watch it?
Right. Or let them know the radio show's on. Just tell them to tune into the radio show, and I'll give them the cliff notes.
Wow.
I thought about playing this show tomorrow.
You should.
But when you said that he's giving him a big fat helping of dick, fuck up, whatever it was, I think that might have disqualified it.
Look, these kids, they speak in a colloquial way. Okay, they'll appreciate my common man language.
Word right there.
Thank you very much.
Who kids? Thanks for the retweets last night. I got like 17 big black chicks with fat asses.
Woo,
There you go.
Vote.
And you know, what's up with this new phone screener? She sounds like a pig.
Let me tell you something. We have a new phone screener tonight. Her name's Angie.
What?
She absolutely is a piece. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah?
I met her when I was doing Taylor's morning show, Wake Up with Taylor. I noticed she was a piece there. And notice she's a piece tonight. You're right on, Chris the teacher. You're right on. And by the way, whenever you hear a female voice on this show, I go to the Donald Trump school.
Oh.
No ugly chicks allowed on Sam Roberts' show.
I like this show.
I mean, that's not allowed, Who Kid?
I love it.
Have you ever come in here and seen an ugly chick?
I don't recall.
It's not going to happen. Not under my watch. I can't guarantee you great radio, but I can guarantee you that I will not be looking at any ugly chicks.
That was an ugly bitch up there.
Never. Bruce in Louisiana, welcome to Sam Roberts' show.
My nigga.
Hey,
He loves it. He loves it. By the way, it looks like people are tweeting in with GOP's nuts as they watch this debate. It's GOP's nuts.
I had to relish in that a little bit. You know, down here in Louisiana, I don't get to use that one very often.
Hey.
Well,
Yeah.
I get to use it every day, but it's at a cost.
You need to use it up here, buddy.
That's right. But this is what Donald Trump is great. He's like the best counterpuncher ever because he doesn't start it. He lets you get about 3/4 of the way in. He's in the corner. He's got his head low. He's got his hands up by his ears. And then he just fucking comes out and puts that mushroom stamp right on the fucking forehead.
He does. He goes, okay, you've been hitting me with some jabs. Luckily, I've got a big dick to hit you with right now.
Going in right now.
Fucking swings that thing like a goddamn sledgehammer.
That's exactly right. Thank you, Bruce. He's a great debater. I mean,
what is America getting right now? Oh, even just right here, I just came in late, and it's already ridiculous.
it's insane. This fucking thing's been on for over an hour and a half already. And it's all just Donald Trump talking about how great he is.
And they're just arguing.
They just bicker. There's nothing to be done. It's a complete waste of time. But CNN saw the ratings that Fox News got on their debate and said, we need a debate too, and we're going to ask all Donald Trump questions. When they're not talking to Donald Trump, they're talking to the other candidates about Donald Trump. And we wonder why he's leading in the polls.
Wow.
Because these networks know he's good for TV. That's why he's leading in the polls.
And everybody's looking so frustrated up there, you know.
Because they look like fucking idiots for even showing up.
I can't let they even going through with it.
Can you imagine running for president and having to get up on stage and realizing that you're just the 9th guest on the Donald Trump show? Like, you're supposed to be running against this guy. It's humiliating. I would not do it. As a matter of fact, if I was running for president, here's what I would do. And I don't have any patriotic music, so I'm going to play my news music again.
Yeah.
Here's what I would do.
Yeah.
If I was running for president,
Hell yeah.
they would invite me to the debate.
Fight me, boy.
And what I'd do is I'd say, I need a live press conference right before the debate.
Shit.
And I'd go to my press conference, and I'd say, ladies and gentlemen, I care about this country. I care about America. I'm not going to be one of these guys that's made to look a fool. I'm not going to be a puppet in some billionaire's puppet master show. No. I am not a marionette. I am primetime Sam Roberts. And I want to lead this country. And here's my first step in leading the country. It's not to be a part of this farce that they call a debate. Okay? And you can hear my hype man / vice president, DJ Whoo Kid, behind me.
We believe you.
This is what's important here.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you I will not be in the debate tonight.
Hell no.
You can watch that debate and you will see an empty podium. And you will know it's my podium. And you know why that is?
Yeah.
Because I am not the underscore of Donald Trump. No. No.
You're not an idiot.
No, I'm not an idiot. Donald Trump is not above me. I am not his opening act, okay?
No.
I am the guy who's going to be number one, and therefore I will not be at some debate that all the media is controlling to point towards Donald Trump. I won't be there. If you have any questions for me, I'd love to talk to the people directly, and that's what I would do. You know what I would do? I would do a Reddit AMA instead of doing the debate. But I'm a forward thinker, Who Kid. Now, these old men, none of them know what they're doing. I would not show up to the debate, and I'd jump on Reddit and say, ask me anything. And I go directly to the people. I could be the president. I have all the strategies. And you know what I would talk about? How great I am. It works for Donald Trump.
It's working right now.
Right. I just go on and say, you know, the thing about it is I'm very handsome. And all these other people are very ugly.
Cute motherfucker, man.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
And if there's any question as to my good looks, ask my Vice President, DJ Whoo Kid, what do you think of my looks?
Approved.
Thank you. Thank you very
By
much.
the black people, the Africans.
The Africans love me. Vote for Sam Roberts. That's right. That's right.
Hashtag that. Booga baga.
From sea to shining sea.
If you tuned in, hashtag booga baga.
From sea to shining sea. I would win this thing.
Who is the most embarrassed on that lineup right there?
I think,
for
let me
being
see.
up there.
I mean, Rand Paul is a joke. Rand Paul is the guy that Donald Trump opens. Oh, he's talking right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Amount of money and paying virtually no tax, and I think it's unfair.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Senator Paul.
No, he's talking about taxes.
We're having a discussion about taxes because everybody laments that we lose jobs overseas. Well, yeah, our companies and our jobs are being chased overseas.
See, this guy looks like a giant wiener, Rand Paul, because Donald Trump opened the debate by saying that he was ugly. So that's how Donald Trump opens.
He is ugly, though.
He is not an attractive man. You know, from a man's perspective, he's not an attractive guy.
I didn't think about tax, eliminating the tax code, getting rid of all the loopholes.
And like Donald Trump is a genius because now, as Rand Paul is talking about flat taxes and God knows what, all I'm thinking about is how ugly his face is because Donald brought it up.
Yeah, forget about the taxes.
So I would say he's humiliated, but I think he came in kind of a wiener. So I think the most humiliated person on the stage has to be Jeb Bush.
Where is he? I don't even see him.
He's standing next to Donald Trump. And Donald Trump has been putting him in his place all night. He said, "Oh, you came with more energy. I like that." Somebody tweeted out, we lost the tweets are coming in strong at SR Show SXM. But I did see one of you tweeted that, how long is it going to be before Donald Trump goes, "Why don't you ask your wife?" to any of the candidates. That's what I want to know. Let's go to Ray in Missouri. What's up, Ray?
Hi, it's Larry, Sam.
What's up, Larry?
Well, I'm hearing all the rhetoric, and believe me, I'm really gratified that you're really burnishing your journalist credentials as well as being a professional broadcaster.
That's right, Larry. I mean, just listen to the music. They don't just give that to anyone.
I also want to greet Mr. Kidd. I don't want to short Mr. Kidd either.
No, thank you, sir.
That's right.
But what I'm hearing, and I don't know if you agree with me, but all I'm hearing is populist rhetoric. And there's nothing up there that's ideologically driven. They're trying to wrap themselves in some sort of ideology, but it's mostly just populist rhetoric, which eventually just makes a whole bunch of noise, makes a bunch of big splashes, but they never win elections.
Honestly, that's the one admirable thing I will say about Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump is actually pointing out how much nonsense and rhetoric the whole process is. That's my favorite part of the whole thing, is that Donald Trump is going up there, and the fact that he's making such a mockery of the whole process is only pointing out that the process has always been a mockery.
So you think he's actually doing an extremely intelligent parody so that he can prove that he can rise above the mediocrity and the rhetoric and actually accomplish something?
No, I think it's more of an ego trip for him. I like it because societally, I think that's where it lands if you really start to get cerebral about it. But I think Donald Trump figured out that the whole thing was a joke, that the whole system was a joke, and he could completely play the system. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's not doing it in order to expose it. He's doing it to take advantage of it, and so he could get some exposure for himself. I mean, it's just a matter of him pushing himself. But I do think that he figured out that the whole thing was a joke and he could work the system.
He is in it for the long haul. I truly believe he is. He expects to win. He is in it for the long haul.
Here's how I think the whole thing happened as we're watching the hashtag GOP's nuts debate. I believe, Larry, that Donald Trump popped in and he said, all right, I'll get some headlines, I'll get on some TV shows, I'll give it a good couple months, and then I'll bow out. And he jumped in not expecting to make a giant splash. He jumps in and he takes the lead, and now he's decided that he's all in. Now he's decided that there is no stopping him. And what he's done is he's controlled all these debates. It's insane.
The Trump show.
That all these candidates, I'd be furious if I was running for Republican president right now, because the media has just decided, okay, whatever direction you're going in, Trump, that's where we're going. We're following you, buddy. You're in charge. And you got fucking whatever this chick's name is, Carly Fiorina, going, so what, I'm keeping up with you and Trump? It's bullshit.
Well, Sam, it's extremely interesting, and one thing for sure, he is sucking all the oxygen out of the room. I'll let someone else get on. It was good to speak with you, Mr. Kidd and Sammy.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Oh, Larry's watching it, and I'm glad we can provide the service.
You're actually right, because Trump has had more questions directed at him than Carson, Rubio, Huckabee, and Walker combined. And, dude, I'm not kidding. That's crazy.
When he's not getting questions directed to him, the other people are getting questions about him. CNN, this whole thing is a joke. CNN realized that Fox News did insane ratings for a debate a year and a half before the election's even happening. The election's not even happening anytime soon. And Fox News does these insane numbers. CNN figures out it's all because of Trump, so they're like, okay, we're going to give Trump his own show, we're going to call it a debate, and we're going to make everybody else look like fools because they'll show up. And Christie's going to pretend to be a tough guy who's like there for the people. He looks like a giant asshole right now.
Can you explain something to me? Because I'm an African American.
Yeah, but I don't think that the reason.
For now.
Okay.
Because I don't pay taxes. What's a flat tax?
A flat tax, you see, DJ.
They brought it up in the...
You're not quite sure about what it is.
I don't pay taxes, so I don't know.
Right, I understand that.
See ya!
I get that. I understand.
Peace.
Well, you see, a flat tax is...
What are they talking about?
No, I understand. Like, you want me to explain tax before I explain flat tax?
No, I don't even know what tax. I know I'll pay it, but I just wonder what the fuck they talking about it for.
A flat tax, you see, Who Kid, is when they decide, okay, you're going to pay, say, 15% of your income. Right now...
Fuck that.
Well, no, everybody has to pay taxes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, everybody, like the rich people, the more money you make, the higher the percentage of your taxes you'll pay. Oh. So if you make millions of dollars, you're going to pay a higher percentage of that than you would if you made...
20%, 25%?
Yeah.
Because you're rich.
Right. A flat tax is saying, well... People who are rich are making more money anyway, so if it's 10% across the board,
everybody should.
10% of $30,000, you're only paying $3,000. 10% of $3 million is $300,000.
Yeah.
So we're getting $300,000 from him, $3,000 from him, and it's flat. It's across the board. It's 10%.
Oh,
you see what I mean? So what they're proposing is a flat tax where it would be 10%. Are we done? We went to commercial on the CNN debate.
The rich people are crying because they get taxed more?
The rich people don't want it. The rich people are the ones who love a flat tax.
Okay.
Because they're like, look, we're already paying too much. Okay?
Thanks for telling me, because I don't pay.
I know. You're fine either way. So whether they decide to make it a flat tax, whether they decide to raise, lower...
Zero tax.
Doesn't matter to you. Matt in California, welcome to Sam Roberts Show.
Dude, you guys need to just keep doing this on every debate.
Look, I'm here to inform the people. I'm providing a service. As a matter of fact, I have some music that explains just what I'm doing. You see? You see, I'm trying to break it down so everybody can know exactly...
News, nigga.
Because there's a lot of people that listen to Sam Roberts Show that don't necessarily watch the debates, that don't necessarily know what's going on. I'm here to inform the world.
And the truth.
And the truth.
That's the main focus here.
Exactly. I break through all the bullshit.
The real deal.
Yeah, and I'm totally digging it. It's killing.
Thank you very much, Matt in California. Look, I'm here because people need to make informed decisions, and you can't make informed decisions unless you have the information. That's why it's informed. You know?
You're a smart motherfucker, too, man.
I am. I was just thinking that.
Smart,
I have a lot of
cute,
knowledge.
Man. You're smart and cute.
Well, thank you very much, my Vice President, DJ Hookid. I'm telling you.
S&C.
S&C, smart and cute. That's my campaign.
You get some votes over that.
Vote smart, vote cute, vote Sam Roberts.
And hold a teddy bear.
That's right.
Oh, wombat. Oh, shit.
George W. Bush is not even sort of cute. President Obama is not as smart as he should be.
Was that an ad?
Do you want a president that's not smart or cute?
Hell no.
Sam Roberts is smart and cute.
Hell yeah.
When you vote, vote smart and cute. Vote Sam Roberts.
Yep.
No, I mean, you're right, Kid. I'm gonna hire you to be my campaign manager.
Oh, yeah, I'm a marketing dude.
You are a marketing dude, is right.
Yeah.
And I'll say, Kid, isn't this kind of an expensive thing? Like, we'll have to pay taxes. You go, don't worry about that. I got that covered.
Taxes, man. All we do is just tweet it out.
Right. Tweeting is free, dog.
Fuck all that fucking posters.
Tweeting is free.
You know what I'm saying? Just tweet it, man.
Remember, vote smart, vote cute, vote Sam Roberts. Hashtag GOP's nuts.
SNC. I'm fucking SNC.
Let's go to TJ in New Jersey. What's up, TJ?
Shit.
What's going on, fellas?
How are you?
Hey, listen, I just wanted to say, collectively, these guys all look like they're villains from a Dick Tracy movie.
They do. I think Donald Trump is Flat Top. I'd say Jeb Bush is mumbles.
Yeah.
I think
Chris Christie is just a fat fuck.
Right, Chris Christie is a new villain. His name's Fat Fuck. I think that Rand Paul is Prune Face, actually.
You guys are not that far-fetched for what you're talking about.
They're super villains up there. This is like the opposite of the Avengers.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. Let's go to, if you want to call the show, 866. It's the opposite. Donald Trump's looking at him.
You didn't seem to know the details about some of the enemies the U.S. faces.
Oh, they're asking him. Donald Trump did an interview. He didn't know the difference between, what was it, the Cuds and the Kurds.
Well, I heard Hugh Hewitt, a nice man, he apologized because he actually said that we had a misunderstanding, and he said today that Donald Trump is maybe the best interview there is anywhere that he's ever done, unless he was just saying that on CNN to be nice, but he did say that.
Oh, you're the best interview in America.
And we had a legitimate misunderstanding in terms of his pronunciation of a word, but I would say just...
Blaming the interviewer.
Well, I think it was, and he actually said that. Did you say that?
So radio makes an interesting thing.
Okay, so I will say this, though.
Oh, this is great.
He was giving me name after name, Arab name, and there are few people...
How can a president even say that? Arab name. I don't know. There are a bunch of Arab names. Who knows?
And frankly, I will have, and I told him, I will have the finest team that anybody's put together, and we will solve a lot of problems. You know, right now, they know a lot, and look at what's happening. The world is blowing up around us. We will have great teams and great people.
I love this Donald Trump strategy.
So simple.
Donald's going like, I may be a fucking idiot, but I got tons of money, and I will hire smart people with that money.
Great people.
I think if you're running for president, these are important issues, because look around the world today. There is a lunatic in North Korea with dozens of nuclear weapons.
Oh, I know what his villain name is. That's Marco Rubio. That's Dick Face.
Where did he come from? Is he telling us something we don't know?
No, this is Urethra Mouth.
They're building artificial islands in the South China Sea.
His mouth is a pee hole.
Important shipping lane in the world. A gangster in Moscow is not just threatening Europe, he's threatening to destroy and divide NATO.
He's not even
You have
tough.
radical jihadists.
He's not, is he?
Stuttering, babe.
He is. Would you vote for that man, new kid?
He's a pussy.
To try to attack us here at home. And now we've got this horrible deal with Iran where a radical Shia cleric with an apocalyptic vision of the future is also guaranteed to one day possess nuclear weapons.
Oh, he's also guaranteed to one day possess nuclear weapons.
What website was he on?
Exactly, this guy.
He's a world star.
Stay off InfoWars.
And has good judgment about him.
Bro,
how great would it be? I swear to God, I would end this radio show today and say I retire because there'll never be anything better if Donald Trump just went, hey, Marco, today, Junior. That's what he needs to do. Step it up, Trump.
Stuttering and the presidency don't match.
You can't. They don't.
Hell no.
What is this, the King's Speech?
Yeah, it is.
Are you, Senator Rubio?
I don't think he's
that's why we have a debate. I think that we should have a deeper debate about these issues because...
What if he is a pussy? They were just saying, were you taking a shot at Trump? And Rubio is like, I don't know. You be the judge. I don't know.
That Mr. Trump does not have.
Well, you should ask him questions in detail about the foreign policy issues our president will confront, because you better be able to lead our country on the first day. Not 6 months from now, not a year from now. On the first day in office, our president could very well confront...
Trump's going to go, what you don't know is I roll 50 deep wherever I go. First day, I got my staff, okay?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you relax, comb over?
It regulates bathrooms. It regulates schools that belong to local communities. But the one thing that the government
again.
He is. He can't match with him. His red power tie. You're not impressing anybody, douche.
Trust those stutter dude.
Mr. Trump.
Stutter dude.
Well, you have to understand, I am not sitting in the United States Senate with, by the way, the worst voting record there is today. Number one. I am not sitting in the United States Senate.
He's always got to drop those in.
Man doing business transactions.
Okay. That's the insult sandwich, by the way. That voting thing, that was just a little meat inside the insult sandwich.
You said that was very acceptable. And when you listened to that whole interview, it was a great interview. You said it. I didn't. But I will listen. Just 1 second.
But he addressed
just 1 second.
I never get addressed. So when I do, I'm going to jump in.
I will know more about the problems of this world by the time I sit. And you look at what's going on in this world right now by people that supposedly know this world is a mess.
Yes. Senator Rubio, he did invoke your absentee record in the Senate.
I'm proud to serve in the United States Senate. You know, when I ran 5 years ago, the entire leadership of my party in Washington lined up against me. But I'm glad I won, and I'm glad that I ran, because this country's headed in the wrong direction. And if we keep electing the same people, nothing is going to change. And you're right, I have missed some votes, and I'll tell you why, Mr. Trump.
Oh, Jesus
because in my years
Christ.
in the Senate, I figured out very quickly.
You know what Trump has never done? Admit a mistake. Yeah. He went on Fallon's show, and Fallon said, have you ever apologized? And Trump said, well, I've never been wrong.
Exactly.
So I've never had to apologize.
So he's a real dude, man.
Who, Trump? You like that, right?
Yeah. Look at him. You don't even care.
No, he's like, fuck this guy.
Look at his chin.
He's just sitting there he sticks his chin out wherever he goes. Trump is like, I'm not worried about it. He goes, Rubio, I ain't worried about nothing. Rubio, I ain't worried about nothing.
Look at his mullet.
You think Trump has a mullet?
Hell yeah.
He does. He's got a comb. He's comb over on the top, party in the back.
Billy Ray.
And just like Billy Ray Cyrus, he would fuck his daughter. So
the 21st century can be the greatest era that our nation has ever known.
Thank you, Senator Rubio.
Not without one of those Donald Trump hats.
I've done a lot of great interviews with all of you, but Governor Bush, I talked to you in February about the biggest elephant in a room full of elephants, which is
Chris Christie.
And you told me that you would not be burdened either by your brother or your father's legacy in the Middle East. And then a week later, you rolled out your list of foreign policy.
Jeb Bush just has this look on his face right now. He's just looking like, fuck my life. Like, what happened to me?
My father hates me.
He just has, I would just have a photo of Jeb Bush and it just said FML under it. Fuck my life. How did this happen? I was the good one. Jeb Bush wasn't supposed to be the black sheep, Who kid. He's the good one.
2 administrations that happen to be 41.
He's like, fuck, I fixed the election for my brother, okay? I literally, I robbed a man of being the president of the United States for my brother. And what does it get me? Humiliated by a reality show star on the fucking CNN debate.
Look at him, look at him.
This is embarrassing.
The fact that the United States needs to lead the world. The first thing that we need to do is to stop the craziness of the sequester, rebuild our military so that we don't...
let's go to some calls. 866-969-1969.
His father hates him.
His father is just like, I wish I was dead already. Do you know why? Do you know why Jeb Bush's father, George H.W. Bush, goes skydiving at 90 years old? Because he's embarrassed. They're like, Dad, what if the chute doesn't open? He's like, fingers crossed. I poked some holes in it. So...
This is a damn shame.
Yeah, it really is. He's like, Jeb, you were the great white hope of the Bush family.
Yeah, man.
And you're letting this fucking... This man's been a joke since the 1980s, and he's walking all over you. He's stomping up a political mud hole in your ass.
Is the older Bush still alive? He's still alive, right?
George H.W., yeah.
What?
He's still alive. He wishes he was, and he's watching his son.
He's like 120.
Yeah, he's very old, but he wears colorful socks, so it helps.
He's still at the CIA?
I don't know if he's still there.
He's out there chilling.
Let's go to Billy in New York.
Look.
Yo, what up, Sam?
How you doing, Billy?
What up, yo?
What up, dogs?
Oh, man, this is some funny shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. Trump, he had my vote for a minute.
How'd he screw it up?
Losing it tonight. He was like a moron.
Oh, he's talking. Billy, maybe he's going to win you back right here.
But I have to say something because it's about judgment. I am the only person on this dais, only person that fought very, very hard against us, and I wasn't a sitting politician, going into Iraq. Because I said going into Iraq, that was in 2003, you can check it out, I'll give you 25 different stories. In fact, a delegation was sent to my office to see me because I was so
It's so great because Trump, this is where he's taking advantage of the fact that he wasn't a politician. So there is no vote. He didn't have to vote on whether or not we went to war. So he's sitting there going like, no, I said on a radio show one time we shouldn't go to war.
I got 25 stories.
Right. I went on DJ Whoo Kid's show and said it wasn't a good idea.
He actually did.
What's going on, Billy?
I watched the... What they call it when they first bombed Iraq?
GOP's nuts. When they first bombed Iraq, what was that? You mean, 15 years ago?
Operation fucking...
what was it called again? Operation...
Shock and Awe.
Shock and Awe, yeah. I was about to say Seek and Destroy, but I don't think that was it.
Either way, it should have worked out either way.
Yeah.
Fucking Top Gun motherfuckers like, yeah, we're getting them. But this motherfucker, he ruined everything.
Who did?
Trump. He had them on the go, and then they all started talking about like real shit.
Yeah.
He's like, Like,
oh, wait, he's talking again. Hang on.
Your brother and your brother's administration gave us Barack Obama because it was such a disaster those last 3 months that Abraham Lincoln couldn't have been elected.
You know what? As it relates to my brother, there's one thing I know for sure. He kept us safe. I don't know if you remember.
Trump's like, oh, and by the way, your brother fucking sucks. What are you going to do about it, Jeb? Your little brother's a piece of shit. He's a moron. What are you going to do about it, buddy?
You remember the firefighter with his arms around it? He sent a clear signal that the United States would be strong and fight Islamic terrorism, and he did keep us safe.
I don't know. You feel safe right now? I don't feel so safe.
Hell no.
Well, that's because of Barack. That's because of Barack Obama.
My brother.
That's because of Barack Obama. We've had a president.
Oh my God, Trump is killing him. Trump is killing him. He's like, by the way, I want you to know something, Jeb. Your brother's an asshole. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Huh? Are you going to fight me?
I mean, George Bush erased the World Trade Center from us.
You think that's what happened?
Yep.
Fuck, who kid?
Fuck that.
But you're gonna offend Steve Rannazzisi.
I love those buildings. That shit is out of here. Because of Bush.
Let's go to Nick in Texas.
Fucking Bush.
What's going on, Nick?
Hello?
Yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first off, I'm a long-time listener of your show. I'm finally glad to be back. Finally get my subscription back to Sirius XM. I love your show.
Awesome,
but
thanks.
Firstly, from what I just heard, I feel less safe if Trump were to be our president. I mean, for Barack Obama, he had his downsides. At least he got shit done. Security matters.
Well, I'll tell you this: what you're failing to realize is Trump is especially handsome, and a lot of the other candidates are not as handsome. Trump, and this is actually breaking news. Yes. Trump is among the most handsome of all the candidates on stage tonight at the Republican debates. So, Nick,
at the same time, you're comparing him to like the evil sidekick from like that other college Dick Tracy movie.
He is right though. Rand Paul does have a rat face. He does have a rat face. Thank you very much, Nick. Let's go to Melissa, Miss Melissa in Virginia. Welcome to Sam Roberts Show.
What's up? You guys need to do this for every single political show. This is absolutely the best way to see what's going on. I just had a question for Who Kid.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't actually pay your taxes, is it safe to assume you've probably never voted or you're not a registered voter?
I voted for Obama, yeah.
You have to, right?
You did vote? And they let you without paying taxes?
Well, how did you present your driver's license when you voted, being that it's been suspended 11 times and you don't have it?
I used my dad's ID.
Oh, okay. All right. He used his dad's ID to vote.
There's a lot of fucking loopholes in America, man. It's America.
It is. And you know what? Trump, in an effort to make America great, you better make sure he doesn't ruin any of your loopholes. 866-969-1969 is the phone number to call. That's 866-969-1969 to talk to us here on Sam Roberts Show. If you want to tweet along, at SR Show, SXM is the Twitter address, and you can hashtag GOP's nuts.
Or hashtag booga baga booga baga.
I don't know if anybody could spell that.
They did. I got like 4.
David in Texas. What's going on, David?
Hey, Sammy. How you doing?
Good, pal.
Hey, I was just going to say, I always thought Trump was an idiot and a dickhead and a jerk.
Right.
But you pointed out his greatness to me that now I'm all in for Trump.
You got to be. This is what, and I'll tell you something. Because I talk to people, especially like, in my personal life and around here, like people that I interact with in person, because people in New York and people in California, Los Angeles area, they're different from the rest of the country. So like everybody in New York is like, nobody wants Trump to win. Nobody wants Trump. But I'm like, yeah, they do. He's ahead in all the polls. It's just that we live either in New York or California. They get so frustrated when they find out that I'm legitimately good. I will absolutely vote for Donald Trump. They get so frustrated when they find that out. Wait until they find out I got people like David in Texas that are changing their votes because of the voice that I have here on Sam Roberts Show.
Hey.
Well, you pointed out to me the amazing intelligence of him. It's crazy. But I just want to say, Who Kid Army, nigga?
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
You got me hyped right now.
The army is real. What about this black guy? What about Ben Carson?
Destroy us. They are.
Who the hell is this?
He's a neurosurgeon and he's running for president. He's only in second. A lot of polls have him in second place behind Trump.
He don't even look cool.
We have to recognize we have two choices. We either allow them to
look cool,
progress
man.
What do you think of his voice?
To be the winners, or we use every resource available to us to destroy them.
It's interesting that you say that because I want to ask Governor Christie about something.
I have some yogurt in the back of my throat. Before I could get through with this point, there's some strawberry yogurt in the back of my throat.
Shut up, homie.
Been president at the time. The United States
Chris Christie is getting his chance. Chris Christie always gets upset because they don't talk to him enough because nobody cares. He's not winning.
Would respond as president if America were attacked again.
Well, Jake,
he gave Obama a hug and squeezed his ass cheek, and it ruined his career.
September 10th, 2001.
I saw that.
And that next day, my wife, Mary Pat, did what she did every day. She traveled through the World Trade Center and went to her office 2 blocks from the World Trade Center. And after those planes hit for 5.5 hours, after that, I couldn't reach her. Didn't know whether she was dead or alive.
All right, relax with you're not a fucking hero.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. The question was, how do you respond to Carson saying he would not have gone to war in Afghanistan after 9/11? And Chris Christie's being like, for those that don't know, that was a very sad day. And apparently Ben Carson doesn't realize that. And Trump is going to go, I got to tell you guys, 9/11 was a complete disaster. The only disaster bigger than 9/11 is the way New Jersey has been run over the past several years. I mean, New Jersey, Atlantic City is in the toilet, and quite frankly, it's the governor's fault. Chris Christie is on stage with us.
You're so right. You're like really right, man.
I am.
Holy shit.
I know this guy. I have studied Donald Trump. 866-969-1969 is the phone number. Craig in Connecticut.
Sam Roberts, time.
What's up, pal?
Hey, I've got the solution.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Donald Trump buys like a 20-mile plot of land in South Dakota. And then, you know how he built the Waldman rink?
Yeah.
The ice skating rink? Well, he builds a demonstration wall in the middle of nowhere, like a 10 or 20-mile wall, just to show these fuckers what he's made of.
So he's just going to just buy some property and build a giant wall just to be like, this is just an example of the walls that I have in mind. Like he's really just going, he's going.
And he puts your hat on top of it that he owes you.
Right. He'll put the Make America Great hat again, which I don't understand. Adrian, you got to get us some Make America Great hats.
I got a card.
You do? Are you really going to get them for the show? Because I'm the fucking, there's no radio show on the planet, and anybody who listens to this show knows from day fucking one. Huh?
I'm going to buy you the fucking hat. I'm so tired of it.
Somebody's got to, because I'm trying to make America great, and I can't do it because my head is cold.
So listen. Anyways, you gotta hear this. You know how the Pope is going to speak Spanish when it comes to the United States?
Yeah, and that's what tomorrow, next week he's coming.
He just tweeted, "Escúchame, Donald Trump," which means "suck me, Donald Trump" in Spanish.
What? The Pope wrote that?
Yeah. I heard about that.
He's not going to put up with that shit. We got to fix this.
Wow. Oh, that is vulgar. Thank you so much, Craig. I can't believe, and I got to go to Google Translate to really double check that.
You also got Nicki Minaj going to be on the stage with the Pope too.
Is that right? Is she going to be playing Anaconda? Because she was not happy that video wasn't nominated.
Viva la America.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Means, I don't know.
Oh gosh. Chris Christie, this blowhard, is on TV, still trying to get something.
You don't even need to put his volume up.
No, because it's like, what is this? The No Chance Brigade?
Talking about nothing. This is him talking right now.
This is it. Yeah. Here's everything Chris Christie has said tonight.
Go ahead.
There it is. Chris Christie, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he has to contribute.
He's talking about nothing.
He is. He's in the No Chance Brigade. He's not getting anything.
And Mr. Really Nothing, he's talking to Mr. Really Nothing. Who's the black guy again?
My God, I'm looking at it. Go back to the tweet replies, Adrian, because I want to read Gunner ACAB just tweeted to @SRShowSXM. Tonight, he's having Sammy Brand muffins with a side of GOP's nuts for dinner. Let's see what this Ben Carson is all about.
Because our Marine Corps...
I can't believe the debate's still on. It's been on for 2.5 hours.
What time is it?
I didn't think we were going to have to do another long first break.
I came in a little late. Did they talk about the economy?
Yeah, I guess. I think we were making fun of people while they were doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I think they brought up the economy.
I guess it doesn't matter.
You know what Donald Trump said? Yeah. He's an excellent businessman. The economy's no problem. So we're all set as far as the economy goes.
He's getting us out of debt?
Yeah, he's gonna get us out of debt.
Shit.
And then Marco Rubio said, but Donald Trump, you went bankrupt. And Donald Trump said, fuck your mother. Vote for Trump.
That's real.
Yeah. Rubio's talking again.
Radical jihadist group on the ground there as well. You cannot allow radical jihadists.
Okay, somebody. I like this one.
Are you serious, guys?
Okay, Joe DeRosa's chin on Twitter. Joe DeRosa's chin just tweeted at SR Show SXM a photo of Rand Paul, and he's literally photoshopped balls on his chin.
No, he did not.
Yes, and it says Rand Paul is a jizz gobbling ball bag. Not Sam is influencing the vote. Hashtag GOP's nuts.
Yeah, these guys are going in.
Now listen to Huckabee. Huckabee is the fucking lunatic, half a Nazi at this point, in my opinion, who went to help Kim Davis not let gay people get married. He went and gave her husband who wears overalls a hug. The guy wears overalls to a courtroom to get his wife out of jail, and he gives him a hug. He wears a straw hat, for God's sake.
Well, that's the word loser when you hear him talk. What is he there for?
He is the juxtaposition. You got Donald Trump on one side, who, if he doesn't win, he'll talk you into believing that he's won. And Huckabee on the other side, that even if he does win, he opens his mouth and convinces you that he's a complete loser. 866-969-1969 is the phone number to call Sam Roberts Show here. We are watching this GOP debate live. I can't believe how long it's gone on for.
I can't believe Al Sharpton is not there.
Well, he's not a Republican. Why would he be there?
He needs to be there. This is a joke right here.
Just jumping on stage.
The fact that they all
I am upset that none of you have brought up blueberry pie. I've been watching this debate, and none of y'all have brought up blueberry pie. What? This is why you got fired, Reverend Al. I'm still on Sundays. I didn't get fired. Every Sunday, I let you know what's going on in the world and give you my recipe for a delicious pie.
He's like our favorite bobblehead.
I saw Al Sharpton today. I swear to God, I was eating near Rockefeller Center.
He was there.
And middle of lunch, I looked out the window, and there's fucking Big Head walking down the street. He looks He looks like you ever see the movie Freaks from the 1930s? That's what Al Sharpton looks like. He looks crazy. Like Al Sharpton walks down the street looking like Zippy the Pinhead. That's what Al Sharpton looks like.
I interviewed him before, and you know how I got him? He used to get head by one of my interns.
He did?
Yeah, that's how I got the interview.
Okay, I'm going to say that's according to DJ Hookit. I don't know for sure, but you know.
No, he did. He got head.
Okay,
and then she kind of like not really threatened him, but was like, "Yeah, Hookit wants you on the show."
All right,
and he came.
If you're telling me, I have no choice but to believe you, I suppose.
He suck some dick. He get a political guy.
You got this guy. This is like the multiplicity clone of Marco Rubio, the one that's not quite as good. He's basically going up there being like, "I'm Marco Rubio. I like pizza."
Because you have said that the boots on the ground to fight ISIS need to be Arab boots.
Arab boots?
The Obama administration.
What's an Arab boot?
$500 million to help create those Arab boots. There are only 4 or 5 U.S. trained fighters in Syria fighting ISIS.
When do we start making boots?
The effectiveness of the idea of
Arab boots made in the United States.
Arab boots.
If you want boots on the ground,
stop talking about boots.
To be our sons and daughters. You got 14 other choices. There will always be a.
First of all, I want to know who let Mr. Ugly over here talk about boots all night. Am I right, people?
Arab boots.
Trump. Yeah, Trump.
Arab boots.
Arab boots. Are those the new? Maybe those are the new
the Yeezy
fly shit. Yeah, the Yeezy Arab boots.
I told you Kanye West is influencing this political shit.
Kanye West is like, in 2020, I'm going to have the new Kanye Arab boots. Arab boots on the ground.
$1,000, nigga.
They're not accepting any of the people, any of the migrants that have been, the refugees that are being pushed out of Syria. Saudi Arabia is not accepting one. Why are we always the world's patsies that we have to go over there and fight their wars for them?
Don't talk about patsies when you're showing up to a debate to let Donald Trump insert himself inside of you. You're the patsy, okay?
Yeah, man. America is a superpower.
You know what's happening? I'll tell you what's happening to Rand Paul. Rand Paul showing up at these debates time after time is like Charlie Brown running up to that football. He's like, don't worry, Lucy's not going to take it this time. I'm going to be able to kick a field goal. It's not going to be a problem. And that's it every time after the debate. Oh, man. They asked Trump all the questions. And then he said I was ugly.
Well, there go your man.
Oh, this guy. You think that's my man?
That's your boy right there.
And you win the bigger war with the battle of ideas. You wonder why young people and educated people,
like
rich
jerk.
people,
he does. He's a fucking jerk. He's not a loser. He's a jerk.
Western civilization, all of us need to wake up to the fact that those murderers and rapists need to be called out. And in Western civilization, we need to make it clear.
Who's not calling out murderers and rapists?
Christian principle.
No, let him go. He's a good guy. No, I know he murdered and raped. Let him go. He's a good guy.
Justice, so that we can battle the radicals, call them out for what they are, and make sure that all of our people feel fulfilled in living in Western civilization. This is a giant battle in the world today.
Since everyone has gotten to weigh in on this military issue, I'd like to be able to do the same. We have spent...
Oh, Carly Fiorina. Let's go to Bruce in Florida. Again, the phone number to call, 866-969-1969, as we give you coverage of the Republican candidate CNN debate, also known as Trumpomania 2015. CNN's just decided ratings are not great. Don Lemon is a complete joke of a man. We need something that people are going to watch. We're going to give Donald Trump apparently 7 hours of airtime because this show is still on.
This is ridiculous.
It is fucking insane. All right, let's go to Bruce in Florida. What's going on, Bruce?
Sam, you there, pal?
Yeah, buddy.
You have reached the new high water mark for this program, professional broadcaster. You.
Is that right?
Holy shit. MCB, No Chance Brigade. All right, who you have? You got No Chance Brigade or DX Circus 2001?
Whoa. Well, I guess this is DX Circa 2001 because anybody who's not listening to this extreme coverage, I have two words for you, and those words are suck it.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, did what's his name get at you before the debates?
Who? I don't know who you're talking about.
GOP's nuts.
GOP's nuts.
How you get caught?
With my own thing.
Oh, man, you're the worst.
Hashtag GOP's nuts. It's going crazy. It says Maverick305 on Twitter just tweeted at SR Show SXM. When Rubio talks, I hear Antonio Banderas saying, "Let's play, weirdo." He is a complete weirdo. Let's go to Chris out there in the Bronx. Chris, what's going on in the BX?
What's up, fellas?
How you doing?
Listen, Sam, you were never that funny on O&A.
God damn you.
The funniest you've ever been.
Thank you.
And Who Kid, or your real name's Eves, but...
Damn, it snitches.
It is.
Snitching on my
Eves Mondesir is here in studio.
I'm out of here.
You are one funny man.
I'm good, man. I'm all right.
But those damn taxes. McMillan at you because the rent's too damn high. Pay the damn taxes.
Yeah, I mean, thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate the call and the compliment. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. We'll keep informing you.
He said the rent is too damn high.
Why don't we have Jimmy McMillan up there on stage at this point? It's a fucking joke. It's a complete joke. Oh, we got Rubio. Oh, this isn't Rubio. I mean, Ted Cruz. What's the difference at this point? They're all the same dude. Rubio, Ted Cruz, Mike Huckabee. They're all fucking jokes.
These guys,
Court of Appeals.
Thank you, Senator.
George W. Bush.
He's saying, all right, Senator, be quiet.
What are the consequences of that? If instead
President Bush
Jones and Mike Ludig,
they all sound like pussies.
Exactly. These guys, here's what happens. You know who runs for president? You know, I'm going to explain career politicians to you, DJ Who Kid. It's guys that are not funny, cannot play any sport. There he is. Bobby Kelly's coming in. Not funny, can't play any sport.
Oh, shit. It's about to get turned up.
And got beaten up a lot. Now they're on a quest for power. And so they do it this way in these debates. Bobby Kelly just came in and dick bumped DJ Who Kid.
Hell yeah, no homo.
Let me turn it red. It's red.
Make them red, baby.
Bobby, we've been giving this, and by the way, now we have our new correspondent out in the field. He is the correspondent of Hollywood, California. And ladies and gentlemen, our debate 2015 correspondent Robert Kelly has arrived in studio.
Sam, how you doing? I'm out here on the streets right now. Things are pretty crazy. I mean, let me just stop and ask the first. Hi, how are you? What did you think about the debate? And would you vote for Donald Trump? I think he's a winner. He's a winner. Now we need somebody like him in government. Now, we need them. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Did you watch the debate? No, I didn't. I don't need to have a television because the Democrats have stolen all my money. I can't afford it. Okay, all right, thank you, ma'am. Sam, that's pretty much the vibe down here, Sam.
Well, thanks, Bob. I appreciate you being our on-the-scene reporter. We've been watching. The debate started, an hour before I went on the air.
Really?
The show's been on almost an hour and a half, and we haven't taken a break because the debate's been on the entire time. This is a never-ending circus.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to television.
Have you been watching it at all tonight?
No.
It's okay. I mean, you've been on your way here.
I had a show. I had to go to the dinner meeting. Hollywood stuff. You know.
I know.
DJ. Who kid dick bumps.
This is still my highlight of the night. This is Donald Trump talking to Rand Paul. I want to just catch you up.
Oh, God. I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there.
Are you sure Rich Voss
He's killing
is
him.
not running for president?
He's killing
Believe me, I could attack him. I'm a fucking genius.
But believe me. It's there.
That's Voss's thing. Believe me. That's from Voss. I think Voss is writing for Trump.
Well, he probably is. At this point, Trump's got more joke writers than he does, like, policy people behind him.
Dude, I don't think it's joke writing. I think that's just good old-fashioned redneck right-wing ball-busting that he's gotten good at.
He has, because nobody else can touch him up there.
No way.
Nobody can fucking... Listen to Huckabee right now. This is
would share
live.
This much with you. Every one of us, our biggest fight wasn't always with the legislature, even with the Democrats. My gosh, half the time it was with the federal government, who apparently never understood that if it's not reserved in the Constitution, then the 10th Amendment says it's left to the states, but somebody forgot to send a memo to
He's like, shut up, Governor.
Wow.
The guy from CNN is telling you, all right, pipe down,
God.
Governor.
That's like getting the music when you're giving your Oscar speech.
Yeah, can you imagine, like, if you're telling me a joke, right, Bob? If you come in here and you're like,
let me tell you one. Dude, I'm telling you, dude.
All right, Bob.
Dude,
all right, Bob.
What?
Okay, Bob.
No, but
okay,
the
Bob.
guy.
All right, DJ Who Kid, I wanted to ask you.
See you.
Okay, Bob.
Sam.
Okay, Bob.
One thing, though.
Okay, Bob.
When you're eating pussy.
Heard you, Bob. All right, Bob. Thanks. DJ Who Kid,
we have a bomb. It's like, cut the red wire.
Okay, whatever, Bob. DJ, we have a question for Who Kid. It's humiliating.
Wow.
I don't even know.
That just made me angry.
Yeah.
Here's what's the best part. Is that they're fucking, Huckabee is furious. And he has to just, the amount of fucking acting that goes into being a politician is incredible, because you have to sit there and smile while you want to fucking rip this nerd from CNN his neck off and shat down it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he wants.
That's all he wants to do, because these guys are used to having power. That's why they're politicians. They're used to going into a room and being like, in case you don't know, I'm a senator.
Yeah.
So why don't I decide what we do?
Hey,
okay?
Betty, slap on the ass.
Exactly. What are you going to do about it? The American people voted for me.
Betty, get me my Monte Cristos.
Yeah. Well, I guess, Betty, it's your word versus mine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who are they going to believe? Really?
It's embarrassing. Donald Trump just deaded their political energy. They all went in one way, and Donald Trump just switched to everything.
And the media followed him. This is what I was talking to Who Kid about. This is the most infuriating part of the whole thing for every other candidate. These are guys that have been in politics forever. And they go out there, and they keep going back to these debates, and Donald Trump's just going up there going, fuck you guys. He's insulting them. Right. It doesn't matter. No. And I've been watching this debate. These questions, Donald Trump has gotten more screen time by a mile than anybody, because not only is he getting more questions, but the questions that the other candidates get are about Donald Trump. So, so Rubio, Donald Trump said, what do you think? And he's like, well, I kind of wanted to talk about me, but I mean, okay, if that's the question. It's like, we stop showing up, dude.
24 million people watched the last. That's a Republican debate.
Yeah.
Dude, that usually gets like 40,000 people. Literally 40, no joke. Like maybe hundreds of thousands of people. Not even 24 million. This is better than Knots Landing.
It's incredible. Knots Landing.
This is crazy. This is bigger than when JR got shot.
I was about to bring that up. Dallas.
Yeah, this is Dallas. This is the finale, but this is only the beginning.
This is fucking crazy.
Look, like, this has gotten to the point where I'm on the air for an hour and a half. It's only my third show in this time slot. Right. I'm on the air for an hour and a half. Thank you very much, Bob. I'm on the air for an hour and a half. I'm playing audio from a debate. And instead of people calling up going, why the fuck would they give you 3 hours? This is a joke. You're not ready for this. People are calling up going, this is the best show I've ever heard of my life. because that's how much Donald Trump has completely changed the landscape of everything.
I just ran out in front. You know who I ran into?
Who?
Anthony Cumia.
Is he out there?
Dressed like he's teaching a class at a community college.
Did he have patches on his elbows?
He had a fucking sports coat with a backpack. I mean, granted, the backpack had fucking 9mm and dildos in it.
Right.
But it was fucking crazy right up front.
What's he doing?
He had a big party right down the street at Caroline's.
That's right. Tonight was his Caroline's party.
I thought it was 9 to 12. I was going to head over after, but apparently it's not.
Yeah, I would have gone if I didn't have a show. But
you got the most important show because you know what?
What?
This is where the news is. You know September 11th, you know who I was listening to?
Who?
Howard Stern.
Right.
The Republican debate?
Right.
You know what I'm listening to?
What?
SM.
And
what's your name?
Roberts is
Sorry,
my last
SR.
name. Right. And it's just the. Well, it's like a license plate version of Sam. You just take out the vowel.
Sam.
Yeah. No problem. And this is like 9/11 because we're witnessing the end of our country.
Dude,
everything like this isn't buildings falling apart, but what we're watching is the structure of the political system that's been built literally crumbling.
See ya.
Yeah.
What's rubber and glue sticks to you?
Yeah.
What?
Well, you know what I'm saying. I mean, people say I'm great with comebacks. I mean, you said it yourself. Am I right? Am I right, everybody?
Hey, I'll be Trump. You try to insult me.
Okay. You know, what people don't understand about Trump is that his attacks are sophomoric and have no place in American politics.
Won't you fall asleep with a pizza on your face? Jesus, you're ugly. Thank you.
I mean, listen to this is why this clip is so valuable. The clip that I played for you.
I thought you were going to do another one. I had another job.
Okay, well, let me tell you something about Donald Trump. He's not a...
Excuse me.
Well,
let me cut you off. Fuck your mother.
Okay.
Your mother's a whore.
Wait.
I'm just saying I fucked your mother.
What?
No, this isn't a joke. I fucked her. And she's not that good, by the way. And she agrees with me.
Damn,
she loves me.
Damn, Don.
As she was sucking my dick, she was saying, I agree with you. My son's a he shouldn't go after anything. He should just let you go. Your mother's a whore.
And Jeb Bush, if you'd like to respond, I think we should be talking about boots on the ground, not people's families.
Excuse me, 1 second.
I was asked to...
1 second. I fucked your father.
What?
Yeah, one time he needed extra money after the first war, and I said, you suck my dick, and I'll give you the money.
What?
Yes, that's what happened. Your father blew me for $500 million. I said it's my birthday party, so I said, go ahead, blow me.
My father was the president. He's George H.W. Bush.
Yeah, well, I've been blown by a president, which actually makes I should be the president. That's the rule. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Listen to the American public, how they respond to Donald Trump's insult tactics. I'm going to play for you again the clip of him saying that Rand Paul is ugly. And I want you to listen to the way, because you would think if somebody's going so far out of the box to show up at a Republican debate and say that my opponent is not a good-looking man, you would think that the American public would reject this notion. This is not politics. This is cheap tactics. Listen to how the crowd responds.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there. That I can tell.
They're laughing.
Amazing.
This is what that proves, Sam.
Yeah.
Funny's funny.
That's it.
That's it. If it's funny, I don't care if he just made your mama joke.
Right.
If it's funny, people are going to laugh. And that's what happened. They instinctually went, oh, shit. That's what that was.
He fucked him up just there.
If that was Obama, it would be like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the crowd would have got up and went, what?
Yeah.
All right, nice talking to you. I ran out of steam quick.
Then let's go to Billy in New York. If you want to call the show, Bobby Kelly is here. DJ Whoo is here. It's Sam Roberts Show every night starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you've missed any of today's shows so far, make sure you listen on demand. It'll be up by morning. Let's go to Billy in New York. What's up, Billy?
Great show thus far.
Thanks.
Bobby's there. Bobby! How you doing there?
Okay, listen, Billy, I need you to get to your point, okay?
What?
So my point is, seriously, we talked about things like all night long, right? We debated.
Yeah.
Heard things.
Yeah.
Now, seriously.
Right.
Who do you really like?
I'm going to say I like Trump. No, I'm a Trump fan.
He's really a Trump fan.
I am a huge. I'm going to vote for Trump.
He's going. He's going to film it. Everything.
I'm voting for Trump too.
You are?
Yes,
for sure.
Here's the problem. The Democrats have made me a Republican.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
I'm a registered Republican, too. I think it was because when I was my parents are liberal. And so when I went to college, my rebellious stage was watching the O'Reilly Factor and registering Republican.
Get the hell out of here.
And getting a perm. Which you still get on a regular basis.
Well, yeah, I mean, this ain't natural.
Yeah, you know, he's got straight hair like an Asian.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
This guy.
That's right. You should see my pubes. The proof is in the pudding.
Well, are they colored pudding?
Well, once I'm done with it. But what I'm saying is...
Yes, what are you saying?
I'm a registered Republican.
Yes.
And I'm going to... I didn't even vote last election because I'm like, between Obama and Romney, who gives a fuck is who I'm voting for.
Right.
But I'm going to not only vote in the election and hope Trump wins, I'm going to vote in the primaries.
What?
Really? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're going in, son.
I'm going to vote in the primaries and make sure... Because, I mean, who else is going to win? Christie?
If you are a nonviolent, non-dealing drug user, that you don't go to jail for your first offense. You go to mandatory treatment. You see, as Jake, I'm pro-life. And I think you need to be pro-life for more than just the time in the womb. It gets a lot tougher when they get out of the womb.
You're talking about crackhead?
And when they're the 16-year-old drug addict in the floor of the county lockup, that life is just as precious as the life in the womb.
You know what Trump is thinking to himself right now as Chris Christie talks? He's thinking to himself, well, they're not going to play this on Morning Joe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I got my sound bites in.
He's going, why is that guy's mouth always wet?
Chris Christie?
Yeah, his mouth is always too wet.
Well, yeah, he dips down for a snack between questions. That powdered donut was fucking delicious.
We were talking about that earlier, why he talks like that.
Chris Christie, yeah, I mean, he's a loser. You know, he's not going to win. He's got no chance. They're showing a split screen right now. Rand Paul and Chris Christie. If there's ever two irrelevant people to show a split screen of in a Republican debate.
I don't like that Rand Paul has Mrs. Furley's hair from Three's Company.
Holy shit, he does.
He does. He got it dyed the same color.
It's the fucking worst. It's the worst.
His orange perm, you're not a fan?
No, 1982 California, Santa Monica perm.
He's like he looks like an old woman that's still flirting with the young guys. You know what I mean? Like he's still coming down and flirting with the young guys as if he's got a shot.
Hell no.
This is awful. I mean, it's terrible. And here's the thing: is Trump has been grooming himself to be a part. What is politics?
It's entertainment.
No, you know what it is?
What?
It's the first reality show ever.
It is.
And we just didn't know we were watching it.
Yeah.
It's a reality show.
And Trump is like, my Celebrity Apprentice is an unbelievable success. Why not move on to an even bigger reality show?
I guarantee you, in his fucking brain, he went, this is just another reality show. It's all... overproduced horse shit.
Yeah.
These guys are fucking phonies. They're not in the woods hunting with their family, killing deers. They got a fucking hotel down the street that they're going to in between takes, like all that Alaska shit and all the bullshit we see on TV. It's all garbage. This is the same shit.
We'd like to apologize. Our reporter Bob Kelly has gone rogue. Our reporter has gone rogue.
No, Sam, I'm down here.
The things he says we're no longer responsible for.
It's it's like Alaska down here, Sam.
You faggots.
Let me ask this person right here how they feel. Hi, sir. How are you?
He's a faggot.
Why would you interview that person? Robert,
not you, man.
We can't have him. No, we're gonna go back to the live debate
all right,
now.
Sam, I'll see you later.
Okay,
sorry for going rogue. I'm gonna need some coffee.
This was not good.
You faggots, you.
No.
Wait.
That I am the only person on this stage who can say this, but I know there are millions of Americans out there who will say the same thing. My husband Frank and I buried a child to drug addiction.
Jesus fucking Christ!
They are fucking heartless.
Wow.
Yeah. Chris,
shameless.
Here's what happened. Chris Christie over there a minute ago goes like, me and my wife were around. Chris Christie pulls the Steve Rannazzisi and goes, my wife and I were around for 9/11, and does this whole deal. And so Figueroa over here is going, okay, I got to pull out the big guns. Well, you thought 9/11 was sad. You should have seen burying my child. Jesus. Sympathy votes, anyone?
I hope somebody lost 2 children.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true.
Christie's like, I ate my nephew.
No, Trump was like, I had to kill my first child because he did not look like me.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you this. I killed the first one, but have you seen the second one? I mean, if I wasn't her father, I'd be fucking her right now. Am I right? Am I right? Who's with me?
Am I right?
I'm with you.
Hey, pizza face, zit face, look at me. Are you with me on this one?
Hey, shit for brains down at the end. You know what I'm saying, right?
Hey, gobbleneck, fatso from Jersey. You're hearing me, right? Hey, Mrs. Furley. Hey, wig.
Hey, nice hair, dick.
Hey, wig. Not you. I didn't say that one.
Let's go to Matt in Washington.
Oh,
Matt,
my God.
Bobby Kelly and DJ Whoo Kid are here on Sam Roberts Show.
Way.
Guys, how are you?
Good.
Man, I've been a fan of all you guys for so long, and just to hear you say, yeah, I'm really going to vote for Trump.
I promise you.
Sam.
Yeah?
A smart man. There's 16 GOP nominees. Fuck them. They have no use.
No, who has youth? I mean, who's running with youth? I mean, the only one that all the young people are like, oh, you should see what Bernie Sanders is doing. This guy can't even fucking walk without a hunch in his back. He's so old. There's no youth in any of them.
Well, okay, so the guy's old and he's a gimp, but Donald Trump is a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, but dude, like here's my thing. Like, my job is to come in here and host a radio show. I'm not going to be able to turn on the TV at night and put a Bernie Sanders speech on and like create an hour or two of compelling content. If Donald Trump is on the TV,
entertainment.
That's all it is, bro.
You know
that's all it is, and that's all. Can I tell you something though, Matt? And this is gonna hurt, and this is gonna hurt a lot of people who don't realize it. That's all it's ever been. All it's ever been is entertainment.
That's it.
You know.
DJ Whoo Kid, you got to talk some sense into these fools.
I mean, I'm trying.
Who's the black community voting for? Do black people like Trump?
Yeah.
You do.
Are you a robot? Why you ready to go?
Cannot process.
I'm trying to calculate the lie I'm about to say.
I don't like white chicks. What?
Well, we obviously don't have a good black guy running this year. So
you don't like Ben Carson?
Nah, he sucks.
Because he's Republican.
Why? Why don't you like Ben Carson?
He sounds like a fool. I don't know.
Why he's not Trump?
Fucking Trump got me looking at them like in a common sensual way, like they all idiots, and I don't care what they're talking about right now.
I see.
You can't prove shit at a debate. What do you get from a debate?
But we can tell this that he actually was the first person to separate Siamese twins.
Oh shit!
So that's something.
No one. I mean, you may have buried a kid.
Right.
What? But I saved 2 kids.
Yeah. Can I tell you something? I'd like to say this about my opponent who's running for office here. She buried a kid. I turned 1 into 2. Okay? I doubled the kids.
I took a lifetime of poundings and being made fun of.
Yeah.
And I made it only for 1.
You ever seen him?
One of them still has to have a hump.
You ever seen American Horror Story Freak Show? I saved him from a life of that. He was moving right to Florida in the circus. Well, let's hear what Ted Cruz has going on with his life.
Obama came after the
He's talking to camera. I'm assuming these are closing statements.
I was proud to lead the fight in the United States Senate to protect our right to keep and bear arms. And for that reason, I was honestly endorsed by governors of America.
Fuck up.
Yo, Bob, what do you think of his voice, Bob?
On this stage today, and I will fight every day to defend the Bill of Rights.
I'd like to turn to Dana Bash.
You have said once or twice that you are really rich, and you are by far the richest person on this stage. Christie says billionaires like you, and even people who make and earn far less, should no longer get Social Security, or at least there should be limits based on the income. You think he's wrong? And if so, why?
Speaking for myself, I'm okay with it. I think
of course you're okay. Can I tell you something? I'm so rich I could do without it, quite frankly.
He's a billionaire.
I would almost say leave it up to them, but I would be willing to check it off and say I will not get Social Security.
What about
I do
the country
not.
as a policy?
As a policy, I would almost leave it up to the people. Don't forget, they pay in, and maybe they do well, and maybe some people want it. But the fact is that there are people that truly don't need it, and there are many people that do need it very, very badly. And I would be willing to write mine off 100%, Dana.
So is a voluntary program a way to get the Social Security system solvent again, like that?
No, it's not. But when Donald did it, it's a good start. That's really good. No, listen. This is an issue that...
Don't take pride in that. Oh, did that bother me just now? He goes, what Donald did is a good start, and everybody just chuckled. And stupid Chris Christie had this like little head nod where he's like, yeah, I got one, didn't I?
I'm just, you know what I think it is? I'm just so interested in so many things. I'm interested in what he's going to say.
Yeah.
I'm interested in his hair. I'm interested in what his neck's going to do.
Right.
Because his neck does weird shit when he talks.
There's already a post that in 7 seconds, Donald Trump turned his face into every possible emoji on the iPhone.
He really does, man.
Yeah. He's been sitting there. I don't know how a man does it. For something like 3 hours now, he's just been sticking his chin out. Look at him. His chin is just pointing right out for 3 hours.
Because that's fat guy stuff. You don't know about this.
Tell me.
Fat guy stuff.
This is fat guy stuff. You have to stretch. Someone on the last debate, they watched it and went, ugh, look at your fucking knee neck.
He's got old man gobble neck.
Looks like the back of an old lady's leg. Neck. So they said, you stretch your goddamn head out.
Yeah.
You stretch that out.
You got it, boss.
Yeah, look at it. Yeah, look at it.
And there's Rubio looking all young and handsome, and
he is
full of hope.
Yeah, he's done.
It's not going to happen for him.
No, we can't have a young heart. They'll get killed.
Yeah, they will.
Insurance policy, in case the scientists are right. The scientists were right. Reagan and his approach worked. Secretary Schultz asks, why not take out an insurance policy and approach climate change the Reagan way?
Because we're not going to destroy our economy the way the left-wing government that we are under now wants to do.
George Schultz.
He's the stuttering.
He is. He just keeps stuttering. He's a nervous guy.
I give up with this dude.
Yeah, look at this guy. This guy's nervous over here.
That will make it harder to do business in America. That will make it harder to create jobs in America. Single parents are already struggling across this country to provide for their families. Maybe a billionaire here in California can afford an increase in their utility rates, but a working family in Tampa, Florida, or anywhere across this country cannot afford it.
Stop trying. They try to get like passion in their voice because they figured out, okay, I'm on a rhythm now. I don't think I'm going to stutter again. So let me up the passion a little bit because he's confident in his speech now, but he's just going to stutter through it again.
Because America's a lot of things. The greatest country in the world, absolutely, but America is not a planet. And we are not even the largest carbon producer anymore. China
somebody knows geography.
They're drilling a hole and digging anywhere in the world that they can get.
By the way, my son died.
Also, I just got a text. My wife is dead. So if you could vote for me, it's very, very sad.
Ooh, he got a nice applause.
Contribute to it without getting into the issue of China versus the United States.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. Well, I actually have an opinion on Donald Trump, if I could say this. Oh my
they just caught him sweating.
They did?
They just caught him sweating and wiping his sweaty brow.
Who? Which one? Ted Cruz there?
Yeah, Cruz.
Oh, no, that's Rubio.
Oh, that's Rubio.
What difference does it make at this point? It's just forgettable face number 7. These poor guys.
Oh, he's sweating. Look.
They can't pull out from embarrassment.
They should.
Look at how fucking nervous he is. Dude, he's sweating.
You're
and
talking
wiping
about
his brow.
Rubio.
Look at him. Watch. Oh, they took him off.
You know it's bad when you're like you're going one back and forth with the fattest guy on stage and you're the one sweating. Guess what? He's got your number, buddy. They got your number. Oh, like we said, this is...
That was a mean fat joke. I should stand by him. But you know what? It was a good one.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you know what? When you're the thin guy sweating, either you're doing drugs or you're lying.
yeah. Either way, we got your number. Nowhere are you going to find coverage like this. This is it. It's the Republican debate special.
Oh, my Lord.
Here on Sam Roberts Show with Bob Kelly and DJ Hookid. You want to call up? 866-969-1969. That's 866-969-1969. We're also reading your tweets at SRShowSXM. That's at SRShowSXM. It is the never-ending debate, and I promise you, I promise you, I'm here with you, because there are people that have committed to this, and I promise you, we are staying on the air until this debate ends. This debate will not outlast Sam Roberts Show. Bob Kelly is here sticking around. DJ Hookid is sticking around. And we're not going to break either. We're staying on the air. It's a marathon show to go head-to-head with this debate. We'll give because I want the people who listen to Sam Roberts Show to know that it's not just a matter you're going to get entertainment. You're going to wake up tomorrow morning and you're going to be informed. Mm-hmm. You're going to know what's going on, okay? Mm-hmm. And that's what we offer here at Sam Roberts Show. So, we're not going to stop covering this debate.
Sam, I'm down on the street,
wait. It looks like we have our reporter Live on the scene, Robert Kelly.
Sam, how you doing, Sam? Yeah, it's getting, I mean, it's real bad down here now, man.
It is.
I mean, people are angry. People are scared.
Hell yeah, nigga.
See, they're yelling out the N-word.
Fuck that shit, nigga.
Where are you, Robert? Where are you reporting from?
I'm actually I'm in Harlem for some reason.
Why? There's no Republicans in Harlem.
What up, nigga? Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that, Sam.
I mean, it's literally, it's the most ethnic part of a state that is notoriously Democratic.
I'm scared, Sam.
Okay,
Sam.
well, Rob, we're gonna cut off your feed.
He's taking my microphone.
Okay,
Sam.
we're gonna
vote Trump.
We don't acknowledge that, and we'll be back with.
See ya.
Oh my gosh!
Y'all brought this up, man. Why, if you see Donald Trump is going to be there, why is he don't pull out?
Just get out of the debate
to avoid embarrassment. This is it's supposed to be a serious situation here.
Right?
He's making it like a joke.
I told Whoo Kid that's exactly what I would do if I was running for president. I would not show up to the debate.
These guys have long careers in politics, and now
Donald Trump's making a joke.
This is where they're at right now. This is the end game. They're in front of Donald Trump.
They have to be careful, man. If Donald Trump goes independent, we have a Democrat in the office.
That's right.
If he goes independent, at any moment he can go. Okay, you want me? Fuck you. I'm done. And he goes independent, and it's done. They're not going to win.
No, and then Trump won't win because he's like, well, if I'm not winning, neither are you.
It's like when you're going to fuck that crazy drunk girl. It's like you can just pull out and not get laid.
Right.
But you know what? Fuck it. Let her throw cigarettes in people's hair.
Right.
Let's just go. I'm going to get ahead in a parking lot. I might get arrested. She's going to scratch my face. I'll have to explain that. But fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Right. No, you're right.
Can you get Bob to give us the future?
Of what?
Trump, Clinton.
Do you think it's going to be Trump and Clinton running? Do you think Trump's going to win?
No, Clinton's not going to win. She's done. She's going to jail.
So you think it'll be Trump and Bernie Sanders?
Well, she's not going to go to jail, but she's going to maybe have to do
email of her pussy.
Well, look, I mean, Bob, you're from.
Dude, she was emailing fucking top secret documents in her fucking email. She did a lot of crazy shit.
You're from Boston.
I am from Boston. Yes.
Did you hear?
Fucking cocksucker, dude! I'm not voting for Trump. He's a fucking retard.
Oh, you're not. Well, listen to who is.
Speaking of guys who like winning, you still have the Trump hat up there. He loves winning. Have you talked to him at all? And do you have any advice for his big debate tonight?
No.
You don't want to
it was a nice keepsake, so it could be a nice piece of memorabilia he sent me.
He's a guy who likes winning like you. You think he's got what it takes?
I hope so. It would be great.
You know who that is, Bob?
On the White House lawn, I'm sure of that.
Hey, check this out. I'm voting for Trump now.
That's Tom Brady.
I know
no,
that.
it is
Don't
not.
You fucking dare tell me who that is.
What?
I know who my baby girl is.
You do.
Get the
and
fuck
it's going
out of here.
down. If he's voting, I'm voting.
Tom Brady just threw his support to Donald Trump this evening.
Here's what really fucking is weird about that interview. That cocksucking piece of shit guy who had the I like you tone, like a little kid. Hey,
are you gonna?
I mean, you have his hat. Maybe you might think of voting for him.
It's that same shit where like I don't want to be committal. I don't want to be committal about anything.
That guy is a piece of shit. He was trying to get Tom Brady to say, he was manipulating to say you're voting for Trump.
So what do you want that to happen, Tom?
Hey, no. So Tom, that's great. I mean, you think Trump? I mean, you get the hat. The hat's cool. I love hats.
Hey, wouldn't that be great, or is that what you think?
Yeah, don't you think? Don't you think that'd be kind of cool?
And it's the Patriots. Come on.
I mean, if you think that would be great, so what? Like, would you just vote for him because it would be great?
Hey, Tom, you're a winner. I mean, that'd be great if he was a winner. You both winners, right?
Hey.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Let's see what he's saying. Trump's talking. Oh, we missed
second opinion. One of the greatest,
this is Rand Paul
medical discoveries of all time
was this hair weave.
50%. And if you want to read a story, it's called The Speckled Monster. It's an amazing
The Speckled Monster.
DJ Whoo Kid has that story too.
Donald Trump is going, I have a similar story. It's called The Speckled Monster, and it takes place in my pants.
That's when you come on a stripper's back and there's a black light in the room.
Oh, let's go to some calls. 866-969-1969. We're watching the debate.
Monster.
Let's go to Rob in Jersey.
Shit.
You there, Rob?
Guys, what's going on?
How you doing, Rob?
Pretty good. Now, Bobby was talking about how Trump may run independent.
Yeah.
I actually heard that he had to sign an agreement that if he was going to run as a Republican, if he did not get the nomination, he cannot run as an independent.
Yeah, but I don't think he signed it.
And even if he did,
all the Republicans have to agree to sign that. But I don't think Trump did.
I think he might have actually.
Did he sign it?
I think he signed it, but even if he did, he's the one candidate that would go, I decided to sign that at the time, and I've decided it doesn't work for me anymore. So I will be running as an independent. Like, just fuck, what are you going to sue me?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do, arrest me?
We're going to sue me for $1 million. Here's 3.
Yeah.
Here's $3 million.
Here's $3 million.
I fucked your mother.
Yeah, we even? Yeah, tell your mother I said hi.
Tell your mother I said hi, and here's $100,000 for her. You're my son.
Right, yeah. Now, anyway, I'm running independent. Let's Huckabee.
Ronald Reagan looming large over this debate. So how Reagan-esque exactly?
What the fuck? How long is this going?
We'll find out next.
What do you mean we'll find out next?
24 million people watch this.
It's all the programming.
I don't remember it being this long.
It's happening on the West Coast. So they started it. It was 8 p.m. Eastern.
How long is it for?
5 p.m. on the West. So you know what that means?
What?
They could go all night if they want, because it's 3 hours earlier there. So it's not like, so even if they go, they'll go until 11 o'clock over there,
which
is
work
what,
again?
2 o'clock our time.
Oh my God.
So they could theoretically go from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m.
That's like time travel.
I know.
Did you learn that from that black dude that looks like Isaac from the Love Boat?
I saw it on an episode of Sliders.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
That's really where I learned it.
Are you watching Scorpion?
I'm not.
Where'd you get the shirt? I love the shirt.
Johnny Cupcakes.
Are they're sponsoring you?
No, well, he sent me a ton of stuff.
Dude,
so.
why the fuck don't I get it? Will you hook me up? You said you were going to hook me up.
I'll hook you up. I'll send him this clip.
Send him this clip. It's my favorite shirt. I told you about that shirt.
You didn't, but okay.
Buddy, for the radio. Come on. Listen. Was I really Trump? No.
I mean, nobody could tell.
Right. You're right.
Was I on the street? No, I was right here going, hey, Sam.
Yeah, did I throw a yes and at you just now? I didn't, and I should have.
No, you threw a fucking fuck you. I'm going to keep the shirts to myself.
It's not a bus. It's a toaster. What were you saying? It's like, when are we working with?
Supposed to be a team player. Sam.
You're right.
What the fuck you doing right now?
You're right. These exercises are not my forte.
Team Trump.
The best show ever.
This show?
Yes.
You think so?
This fucking threesome right here is better than the threesomes DJ Whoo Kid has in Dubai.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but
me neither.
If you want to get a call in, 866-969-1969 is the phone number. Let's hit some of these. John in Massachusetts, you are on Sam Roberts Show.
What's going on, guys?
How you doing, John?
What's up, John?
Very good, very good. Listening to you guys for a long time. Hey,
yeah, well, we've been on forever because this debate won't stop.
It's not trying to stop.
Hey, just real quick on this. You guys are talking about if Donald Trump had signed a clause not to go against the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the first debate, they asked the candidates who would not, basically, if they were voted out, would they run against the Republican Party?
Right.
And he was the only one that rose his hand and said that he would run against it.
He did. That was the first debate. That was what really set the precedent of, like, okay, he's fucking not a team player. Trump is here to command leadership over this thing. Like, is anybody not willing to admit that you won't run as an independent? Trump's like, I will
not run. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I would like to be a Republican nominee, but I'd rather be president regardless.
I actually like the Democrat logo better, so I might go Democrat.
You know, right now I'm running as a Republican. Quite frankly, I'm a human being, not an elephant or a donkey. So who knows where I land? Who knows? You know, but I think it's great. I think it's great.
I love the difference between our Trumps.
Yeah, I know. Neither of them are very good at all.
No, but I like it. I think together it would make a good Trump.
I do, too. If we could combine the two audio tracks into one. Let's go to Casey in New York. Casey, you're on Sam Roberts Show.
Hey, Sam. How you doing? Love the show.
Thanks, pal.
What's going on? So I wanted to know, what's your reaction going to be when Trump asks you to be his running mate?
I'll tell you this. If Trump asked me to be his running mate, I would spread my cheeks if that's what he asked. I'd do anything to just be in his company at this point. I think he's great.
Are you really going to be his running mate?
Well, I mean, people have been talking, and I've been very supportive of him on this show, and he really appreciates it. I mean, quite frankly, it's a great show. And, Bob, you know what they've been saying about me on this show, right?
No.
They call me the ratings machine.
They do. I mean, they call me the ratings machine.
Dude, you're the ratings machine?
They call me the ratings machine.
They do.
Oh, my God,
they do. They do.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, and you know what it is.
What is it?
I'm a very well-informed person, and people say, Sam, how do you get as much knowledge as you do? And you want to know what I tell them?
No.
Well, I watch the shows.
I watch the shows, I watch the shows.
That's the best fucking answer I've ever heard.
I watch the shows.
This is the greatest thing ever. I remember they used to have a soundboard where you had buttons.
Right.
You actually have to point and click on a computer now.
I do. It's the future.
You're using your iPhone to...
Who started that shit?
I just got a text.
That shit? Who started that shit?
Go ahead. I got Donald Trump's talking.
Go with Rosa Parks. I like that.
Oh.
Governor Bush.
They asked him who would be the woman on the $10 bill, and I was hoping he'd say well, I bet it'd be Megyn Kelly if she would stop all her bleeding. But he said Rosa Parks.
Caitlyn Jenner, because it's a man and a woman. You split the difference. We don't have to go right into women. We can still keep men and woman, and then we'll ease into Hillary Clinton or Rosa Parks.
Yeah, because quite frankly, Caitlyn Jenner, great woman, but a woman with testicles, and we all love that. Do we not? Do we not, people?
I actually love Wheaties. He just texted me. Adrian just texted me.
Caitlyn didn't come up.
You're disgusting.
Who texted you that?
Adrian.
Why did he text you that?
Because he farted.
It was atrocious.
You pass a little gas.
Have you?
That wasn't a little gas.
Have you?
It was a lot.
It was an old man's fart.
Have you ever been co-hogging?
No.
When the tide goes out and you see little bubbles coming up in the sand.
That's not good.
When a nice seaweed farm came in the night before. Woo!
Was Caitlyn part of the talking?
Caitlyn Jenner
in terms of the $10 bill.
Republican. She's a Republican.
Not only is Caitlyn Jenner a Republican, but she shows up. Wait till you hear this, Who Kid. You know how you were confused about Caitlyn Jenner? Mm-hmm. Not only is Caitlyn Jenner a Republican, but she went on Ellen's show, and she said she's not ready for same-sex marriage. And this is what she said, Who Kid. The whole thing confuses her.
Yeah.
Of all the fucking nerve of anybody who's going to say same-sex marriage confuses me, it's Miss Triathlete in a dress.
Yeah.
Same-sex marriage confuses her.
It's crazy.
It's what the fuck is your problem at this point? Really?
Really?
How about this? Even if it does confuse you, keep your fucking mouth shut about it.
The fact that they had to make a Vera Wang that big.
Yeah, really. You know how much fabric is in that dress?
They don't make a size 11 fucking Jimmy Choo.
Right.
Is there a tranny box in the voting system?
No, you wouldn't. It's Republican or Democrat. It's not based on sexuality.
I thought those were tranny box.
No. There's no.
You mean a tranny box, like a post-op, tranny, just
a tranny box.
Is that what that called? Like a purse box?
Or is it other? It says black, white, tranny.
Do they
other?
say? I don't know.
I don't think that you don't have to pick male or female or tranny.
I don't think that's one as well. Nigga box too.
I don't. With that, I think is there. That I think.
See,
that actually music comes out of it in the late 80s.
Right. Radio Raheem.
Yeah, you put a tape in it.
Oh shit.
Humble.
Oh, he just said. They just asked Trump, "What would you want your Secret Service code name to be?" And he said, "Humble."
One nation.
Oh,
you fucking loser.
As a Cuban, I might go with Cohiba. And I'll tell you, I'd go for Heidi, Angel, because she is my angel.
Well, there's some people in Florida upset over a joke I made about Florida State, but what the heck? I want my code name to be Gator.
More like Gaydar.
I'd go with Duck Hunter.
What? Nut Hunter? Did he just say Nut Hugger?
Justice never sleeps.
That's too wordy.
That's a mouthful, but okay.
Even the host said your name
sucked. Here's a more serious question. Ronald Reagan.
You know what's interesting is that this guy Rand Paul, he gives his code name, and even the host thinks he's a loser. Am I right?
This is like being at the Comedy Cellar table. Too wordy, fuckface.
To tear down the wall. And then ultimately to make peace with the USSR. How will the world look different once your Air Force One is parked in the hangar of your presidential library?
Speaking of wordy.
I met Ronald Reagan as a teenager.
Oh, shut up. It doesn't make you a better person.
He ran against Gerald Ford.
Oh, I'm going to vote for this Rand Paul. He knew Ronald Reagan. He met him as a teenager.
He knew that nigga.
I'll never forget that. And how we stood up and said, you know what, this is something new that our country needs and our party needs.
This is far from a party.
Try to be one.
The party ended an hour ago. This is the longest television show that's ever been on the air.
Strength, and I would try to lead the country in that way, knowing that our goal was peace.
and that war is the last resort, not the first resort.
My ass.
You do. This is what him talking makes you want to do. He's talking about Ronald Reagan.
More interesting.
The question is, if you're elected president, how would the world look different after you leave office?
That we go to war reluctantly, but then when we go to war, we don't fight with one arm tied behind our back.
Yeah.
We fight all
See,
out
folks,
to
I
win.
told you he was ugly.
Okay, everybody's like, yeah.
This is supposed to be a speed round, buddy.
At the end of my presidency, I would like to believe...
Mike Huckabee is like, well, you know, the difference between me and the president we have now is if I was president, there'd be no gays. All the homos would be wiped out if I was president.
Jesus.
I'll tell you this, they certainly wouldn't be marrying and reproducing. Mike, it's not how it works. It's to the same end. Well,
Gitler?
Yeah. And if you come in a vagina, you're keeping it.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, those are my rules.
No abortions and no gays. I'm pro-life, you see.
Jizz are people too.
Yeah, I believe Inception. The Inception starts in the tissue. As a matter of fact, conception. Inception.
Is a movie.
Inception started in my dreams. Leo visited me. Conception starts in the tissue.
People respected each other, and people respected law enforcement, and we would focus on cures. And we would make this country not only safe...
Nobody wants it, Mike. Nobody wants it. You know who I would make my vice president?
Fucking shit.
Kim Davis's husband, or whatever her name is, with the overalls, who walked into court with a fucking baseball tee on like he's 7.
One of the things that made Ronald Reagan a great
Who is
president...
this? This is
that he
Rubio.
understood that America
Stutter
was a
man.
nation,
Yeah.
like any other that had existed.
If I was president, we'd never have a president that could get through a sentence without stuttering. Let me go to, while we're dealing with some of the Who Cares gentlemen on the scene, let's go to, if I can find my mouse, Tony in Ohio. What's up, Tony?
Damn it, Brian Muffin.
What's up, pal?
Hey, I haven't seen anything last this long that didn't involve a hobbit and some dwarves walking from left to right.
This is crazy. At some point, they're going to put out an extended DVD version of this debate with all the extra features, and it's going to be 9 hours long.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. You're going to get to see all the awesome drinking of water and the weird checks of hair and eyes in the mirrors in front of the
That's right. That's right. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? The candidates are practicing their speech.
Get to listen to Donald Trump part the national anthem, which is really why everybody's there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But you know what? Long as it may be, we're here until the end, ladies and gentlemen. We are here until the end, and I believe we've remade contact with our reporter on the street. Robert Kelly is downstairs as we're trying to figure out if there's an end in sight for this Republican debate.
Sam, hang on 1 second. Yeah, give me 2 falafels.
Okay, Robert, we're live.
I want the shawarma. I don't want that.
Robert, I understand it's been a long assignment, but you shouldn't be ordering food.
Hang on 1 second. I'm not ordering food for me, Sam. It's for this homeless guy.
Okay, Robert,
yes.
you were there to report on what the people are saying.
Well, it's crazy down here, Sam. I was talking to this Arab guy who owns this falafel stand.
Robert, it sounds like all the people have gone to bed because this debate has been so long.
Crack! Sir, what do you think about the Donald Trump being president, sir? I like crack.
Okay, all right, Robert, we're going to go ahead and thank you for the report. Thank you for the report.
Okay, Sam.
Okay, all
Can
right.
I get you something?
Yeah, wait. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll eat up here. Thank you very much.
Crackhead out there. That's crazy.
Oh, Ted Cruz just won't shut up on this. Listen to it.
Obamacare. You want to know what I'll do as president? It's real simple.
No! We don't want to know. There shouldn't be that many people on stage. It's way too much, man. It's just too long.
His voice is just too annoying.
Who gets fucking into the dog? This like it made no sense. He's going ruff ruff. I don't understand.
Vote.
But why?
That was an Arab guy.
Oh.
What is that? Why is that? What is a dog an Arab guy? What does that have to do with anything?
That's how they talk.
Oh, there's your boy Ben Carson, who kid.
Logical also. I love that because when I look at what's going on with
this has to be the last question.
I see a lot of things that
I gotta go to break.
Goddamn
I see us allowing people.
This is ridiculous. It's been over 2 hours.
Our strength
you like it?
is in our unity.
Okay.
I see people exercising the most irresponsible fiscal habits that anyone could possibly do. And
is he tired? Is he tired?
It sounds like he loses his breath at the end of every sentence that every person would do.
He's like
the fiscal responsibilities that all these people have.
You know,
they're not right with.
Man.
with what they're doing, I forgot my inhaler.
This is over.
Understanding that a pinnacle nation has to be a nation that leads. If we learn to lead in the Middle East right now, a coalition will form behind us, but they will never do it if we just sit there and talk about it. Real leadership is what.
Look, Ben, it's a nighttime show. Okay, you're putting people to sleep. We need to keep the energy up here, buddy.
Yo, Bob.
It's after 11 o'clock at night on the East Coast. We need to keep people. Oh, here he goes.
We will do something really
Wake up, Bob.
We will make this country greater than ever before. We'll have more jobs. We'll have more of everything. We were discussing disease. We were discussing all sorts of things tonight.
More disease?
Many of which will just be words. It'll just pass on. I don't want to say politicians, all talk, no action.
See, that's real talk.
It just implied that there would be no disease if he were president.
If I'm president, many of the things that we discussed tonight will not be forgotten. We'll find solutions, and the world will respect us. They will respect us like never before, and it'll be actually a friendlier world. And I have to say, it's a great honor to be here tonight.
This is why he's so fucking smart. Let me tell you something about Donald Trump and the intelligence that he has. Number one, he absolutely just implied, I was listening, that if he's president, there will be no more disease.
We won't have colds.
He said that.
No more flu.
Can I tell you something? I've never had the flu, and I can pass that on to the American people. But
have you had whooping cough? Not anymore.
Not anymore.
How about chlamydia?
Yeah, let me tell you something. Chlamydia will be just a word. Just a word.
Gone.
But
I'm fucking tonight.
In my basement, I've created a vaccine for crabs. There's no more crabs.
Let me tell you something, folks. Trojan's going to hate me because it's not going to be necessary anymore.
No.
VD's going to be finished.
That's going to be finished, and when you won't have to wear condoms anymore.
And can I tell you something? Have we had sex with condoms on? It's not great. It's not great.
It's not great. Now you'll be able to come in a vagina, and there's a button on the side of your balls. Want kid or don't want kid.
Something. I could understand if you don't want kids, but let me say, I mean, before you decide you don't want kids, look at my daughter. I mean, if I wasn't her father, I'd be fucking her tonight.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Oh. Do you know what I'm saying? Who's with me? Who's with me?
I'm with you, kid.
Who's with me?
That was Sam Roberts' Trump, not Bob Kelly's. Because Bob Kelly's on an FX show, and he wants to remain on it, unlike Rannazzisi kid.
Let me tell you. Yeah, exactly. I heard there's an opening at the league. Don't worry. Just in case Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll doesn't get picked up, which it should, because it's a great show. I watch it. There's an opening on the league, is what I'm saying. There's an opening on the league. You'll be able to jump right in.
It's the last season. But here's the deal. I want to say this. I was at Pearl Harbor.
You were?
Listen, I was. Now, I swear to God, now, you know that ship that's sank and it has the memorial over it? I was there.
That's incredible. This is news coming straight from Bob Kelly.
I was on a mountaintop picking blueberries.
You saw everything?
And all of a sudden, I saw the first plane came in, and the tail hit me in the shoulder.
It did. It grazed you.
That's why people make fun of me, because I'm overweight, but actually, I have a shoulder problem, which gives me anxiety.
Wow.
I ran down that hill, and I warned the United States.
Wow. Incredible.
So that's why.
A hero.
Incredible Robert Kelly.
And then I flew a plane.
This is why.
Fucking hero.
This is Brian Williams. It's everybody. This is why Donald Trump is so smart. Because all these guys, everybody who's not Donald Trump that's on that stage, they're so hungry for mic time.
They reenacting the NWA movie out. What's happening?
Well, Shade 45 is the only other channel that does live shows at this hour.
Yeah. We have Whoo getting here.
Yeah. That's I keep them around to make sure everybody knows we're cool. We're cool.
I got an afro too.
It's all good. Every person that's on the debate stage right now in this GOP's nuts debate. GOP's nuts.
Who's that girl right there?
That's Carla Fiorina.
Those are Sex and the City, bitch.
No. That's not Sarah Jessica Parker.
Fuck me.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. That's definitely not her.
I thought you switched channels.
And you could hashtag GOP's nuts at SR Show SXM. But
channels.
Here's why Donald Trump is a genius. We just heard him answering this question. If you're elected president, how would you make the country, the world look different after you left or whatever? Donald's answer was as short as can be. Every other person that's on that stage is so hungry for mic time because they've been skipped over, and they're trying to do it at the end. Everybody knows by the end of this 19-hour debate, all anybody wants to do is go home.
I'm going to tell you something. This is what happens, and it happens with comedians too.
Right.
They're so have their shit written and prepared, they cannot stop mid-sentence. They have to finish their little speech. Donald Trump is winging this shit.
He is. He didn't write a thing.
He's fucking winging it. These guys, when you're asked this, when you're asked that, and they have to finish it. How can you cut it off? I don't know where. I know it ends here.
Right.
I can't end it there. There's
right.
no fucking. There's no comma. There's no period. There's nothing. Donald Trump's going. Listen, I will end disease in my lifetime as president, and everybody gets a plane.
And how ugly is Rand Paul? Am I right? Anyway, move on.
Anyways, it looks like, seriously, honest to God, folks, he should have Proactive. I mean, I'm going to give him Proactive. I'm going to pay for his Proactive.
I mean, seriously, though, it's not an attack. It's facts.
No, and listen, if the guy from that band who's on the Voice used Proactive, you should use Proactive too.
Yeah. I mean, Adam Levine, he's a great-looking guy. He's in Maroon 5. He's a big star. The ladies, they love him. I mean, they love him. Am I right, ladies? Do we love him?
We love him.
So, if he can use Proactive, I'm not saying it wouldn't be a bad idea for Rand Paul to do so as well.
I'm going to give everybody on this panel a makeover.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could
starting
look
with that skinny bitch who has shallow eyeballs.
I mean, you think she could be president? Look at those things. They're sunk halfway into her skull. Am I right? Am I right?
I don't have no pimples either. That shit do work.
That's Proactive.
You use Proactive?
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look at that skin.
Everybody's actions make a huge difference in
Everybody's taken so long to answer this question because you're right, Bob. They've got it all written out.
Yes.
And they can't read the crowd. Like Trump is reading the crowd. He's like, my knees are getting tired. I've been standing so long. Yeah. I can only imagine how badly people want to go home.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it short and sweet. And the other thing he did, which was smart, he made his impact at the beginning of the debate.
Yes.
Because that's where people are drawing. This debate's been going on so long. We're looking at the other news channels at the same time.
Right.
And the other news channels are already playing their highlights. Already playing their highlights.
Christie's, the top of his head doesn't match the size of the bottom of his head.
No, for some reason, the fat that he builds up from eating so much, it's from his nose down. It goes no. He's got a very, very skinny nose up.
Advantage of that your system is being gamed, and that you're turning out to fall further and further behind. Our presidency will be about ending that, about enforcing the law, level the playing field for everybody, and once again reward those folks who play by the rules and think that justice means more than just a word, but it means a way of life.
AJ, nothing but a number.
And I will tell you this around the world. I will not shake hands with.
I mean, some, but not enough.
Meet with.
What?
He's still very, very heavy. I mean, am I right, folks? Look at this guy. He's about as fat as you could get. Am I right?
I think he's going back to his fourth fat.
You think so? Yeah. I mean, you're the expert here. You know what it's like to fluctuate.
As the, how you doing, Sam? As the fat guy expert.
Yeah, wait a minute. We need to, as we're looking at this debate, Christie giving us his final statements, and we go to our fat expert on the street, Robert Kelly.
Yes, Sam. Listen, I'm full. I just want to say I think Christie is gaining weight. They're going to have to redo all the furniture in the White House, which is going to cost millions of dollars. And never mind, they're going to have to redesign Air Force One. And that's just the money I'm not willing to pay in taxes.
Well, there you have it, our fat man on the street, Bob Kelly. Okay, what's going on here? They better not be going to break. They better be ending this thing.
Will be moderated by my colleague, Anderson Cooper.
Damn,
what is this, part 2?
Anderson picks up our coverage of tonight's debate right now. Before I throw it to Anderson, let's have one final round of applause for the candidates.
Okay, this has to be it.
Anderson.
Jake, thanks very much. What an evening. Good evening.
Oh, thank God. It's mercifully over, ladies and gentlemen.
Greeting their families who have
It is mercifully over. And all the other candidates now have to act like they don't hate Trump with the passion of 1,000 fiery suns.
I guarantee they don't. I guarantee if you're smart, you know what you're going to do?
What?
You're going to fucking cozy up to him. He's
going to need a VP.
Man. You be as cozy, and you know what cool shit you're going to get if a billionaire's president?
Yeah.
What? You know how much cool shit? Yeah. I bought you a Lamborghini for backing me and being so nice to me.
Good news. It says Trump on the side. It's beautiful.
It's gold.
It's beautiful.
Gold, and it's paisley inside.
Let's run through these calls real quick before we move on from this topic finally. James in Oregon.
Hey, Sammy. How's it going, man?
Good.
Hey, should it be the rump race? And should Trump be calling her Carla No Figurine?
Listen, I love you. I love the play on words. You're talking to a guy who named the debate GOP's nuts. So, that's what we're working with here. David in Alabama.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to ask you guys a question.
in the age of cyber attacks, digital warfare becoming more and more prominent, as somebody who works in the tech field, it is easy to see how vulnerable we are on that front.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious why you guys think that nobody asks these questions. Nobody cares if the leader is tech savvy or not. Nobody cares.
Dude,
that even
Donald Trump can't even answer the most basic foreign policy question.
Ask me a question.
About being tech savvy?
Anything.
Okay. Well, Mr. Trump, if you are president of the United States, what do you think?
When, Sam?
I'm sorry. Mr. Trump, what will you do as far as dealing with technology and technical warfare?
I will bring you up from 14K modems to 24Ks.
There it is. Donald, wait, he's on right now.
I had an amazing time. 3 hours is probably a record-setting long debate. But I guess you were selling a lot of commercials during that because they increased it. I guess it was supposed to be too. But they were very professional the way they handled it. CNN did a very good job.
Oh, he's taking shots.
About that, it seemed like it was well run. There was a lot to talk about. Who do you think came out on top with the best ideas for the American people?
Well, I think everybody really did well. There was nobody that did poorly, and I would think really everybody did very well. I was very impressed.
Anybody more than anybody else?
Well, I don't want to say that. I think certain people did really well. I would never say that, of course.
He wants to so bad.
Coming out of the debate
really
that she
well.
stepped up tonight.
I think she's a very nice person. I think that I think everybody did very well.
I would fuck her.
Do you feel that you did something differently tonight than you did in the first debate?
I stretched my neck more.
No, I think probably the first debate went very well for me also. They both went very well. They're saying very nice things. I mean, I just heard a couple of people come over and say, wow, that was great. So I think, I'm very happy with both performances, actually.
That's what it is for Trump. It's a performance. It's a complete performance.
Here's the thing. If he becomes president and they have to make a statue, you know how hard it is going to make his hair in the statue?
Tough. And sometimes a little bit nasty. We're getting to know each other, and, you develop relationships. I have a lot of respect for a lot of people on the stage.
There's Trump.
What does he like the word nice so much? Nice things.
Because it doesn't actually mean anything. It's completely non-committal. Dice in New York.
Oh, my God.
You know how I'd leave this country if I was president?
What?
Covered in my goo.
Okay, thank you. He waited like an hour. He waited an hour for it. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, look, we've been on the air for 2 hours and 17 minutes. We should probably take our first break of the night.
Yes.
Yes. Bob, you're sticking around, of course.
I'm sticking around. Tomorrow night is the last episode of my show on FX.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, last episode.
I have to tell you, I called Bob over the weekend. I talked to him on the phone, and I told you with provocation, you didn't bring up your show at all.
Right.
I've been watching it all season, Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll. It's a great show. If I didn't like it, I would have promoted the premiere, and I would not pretend to keep liking it.
Right.
So I mean, I've watched the whole season. It's really good.
You mean like Opie? No, it's good.
You hasn't seen it?
I haven't been on once.
No. No. Well,
no one's tweeted anything. The only one, Travis, his wife, and you.
Yeah, it's a good show, and I will tweet out for the finale tomorrow because I would recommend everybody watch it and watch it on demand. Catch up tonight if you haven't seen it. We're gonna take a break.
They call it binge watching.
Binge watch it.
Just binge it.
Bobby's sticking around. Who Kid's sticking around, and Matt Iseman is stopping by right after this here on Sam Roberts Show. Sam Roberts Show. Boom. We're trying to figure out all the mics here. We got a lot of people in here.
What kind of music is this?
It's the new Macklemore song.
It sucks.
He does. Macklemore's he should talk about losers.
Jesus.
Macklemore's a loser, is he not?
Like fingering my ass.
It is, isn't it?
That's actually kind of fun, though. I figured Who Kids Ash it and it was really nice.
Well, of course, that voice can only mean one thing. NBC superstar.
Oh, God, don't mention that.
Matt Iseman is here. Yeah. Matt Iseman, you know him as the host from American Ninja Warrior, of course, on NBC. Right. I mean, I don't know, if you're here I can hear you chewing your fucking trail mix over there, Who Kid.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if...
man's got to eat, man.
I understand.
Why don't you just say that's Who Kid getting moisture right now? He's
getting his moisture with peanuts and raisins.
I follow him on Twitter. I know what the terminology is, Bobby Kelly.
Moisture. He's like a real guy. He knows me, yeah.
And Bob Kelly is, of course, here as well.
That's goddamn right. Tattoos on the pits.
That's right.
That's where men get tattoos.
You got a ninja
that
tattoo.
looks painful.
It's the worst thing I've ever been through.
Why
Why would you do that, Bobby?
I'm a fucking lonely. I'm a lonely asshole on the road. This is why.
When did you get that done?
This is what I did. I got it in San Antonio. Where the fuck was it? San Francisco somewhere. I actually was just so lonely on the road. I drew a dragon, and I was like, I'm gonna go. No. I swear to God, I'm gonna go get this. Fucking asshole.
When was this?
That was 4 years ago.
So Bob Kelly has a giant, and actually, you can put the camera down for a second and take a photo of it for Twitter, and we'll post a photo if you haven't seen it.
Japanese characters? It says addict.
Here's what hang on. What do you notice about the actual lettering in this?
Well, it looks Chinese, but I see what it says.
Yeah,
it says. Do you want me to reveal what it says?
Addict.
Addict.
Addict. I thought it said a dick.
A dick. Look, I want you to look. I want you to CSI these letters. Look at these letters. What is weird about these letters? What's
they look Japanese.
They look like jalapeno peppers.
More like Polynesian Chinese food letters.
Well, it looks like you wrote, keep kicking him in the dick. It looks like you emulated DeRosa's tattoo.
When I was skinnier, it actually read better. But listen.
Addict.
Look at the letters. What is different about one letter?
Well, I know what's different.
What?
So they're all capital, except for some reason the I has a dot over it. It's lowercase.
Because when you put it like that, the capital H, I mean the capital I, looked like an H, so it looked like it said it reads addict, but it used to read ad hut with that. So I had
it's like addition of Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, that's great.
It's calling Bobby fat. Is what it was calling.
But so he's got this, and you can see the picture on @SRShowSXM on Twitter. It's covering the whole.
I didn't release that photo, by the way.
Well, it's up.
Well, my lawyer's going to call you.
The internet is forever. It's covering the whole backside of his left arm.
Formidable arm.
Yeah, it's a big arm. That was spontaneous. That was spontaneous. You're telling me, Bob?
Spontaneous.
But wait, I don't see the dragon though. I didn't see the dragon. Where's the dragon?
There's a dragon surrounding it.
You drew that?
No, I drew a shitty.
I thought you said you drew a dragon.
I drew a dragon. Art. If I showed you the dragon I drew,
I would love to shit on that tattoo. That's actually a really nice tattoo.
It's a nice tattoo, but here's the thing. I went in and I was like, let me get this, and he didn't tell me how painful it was on the inside of your armpit. It's one of those. And then two fucking Hell's Angels guys came in with like tattoos on their face.
Yeah.
They're sitting there waiting. And I'm let me tell you something. My asshole was so sweaty hot because all my pain came out through my asshole. I kept going like that for 4 hours. They sat there because there's no way I was going to go.
Your mouth looked like a vagina.
What are you, my fucking stepdad?
It's crazy to get a tattoo that big and just have it spot like no thought into it. Especially when it's like I know, I understand, but like the whole thing is about the fact that you're an addict, but it's also celebrating sobriety, I think.
First of all,
that's not a sober decision to just go and just think of something and go and do it.
At least mine is original.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to somebody's name.
Let me tell you something. At least mine. First of all, it's not original.
I've never seen you, Jack White.
There's Jack White and there's Rob Zombie. And by the way, it's not original for a recovering.
Have you been doing curls, by the way?
Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
No, he's talking about your hair.
It's not.
That's what I thought too.
It's not an original thing for somebody who's recovering to get a tattoo symbolizing their addiction. That's not original.
First of all,
it's not.
First of all,
it's been done by every addict ever.
But not with a dragon. Not with a dragon.
And you've been sober for like 14 years.
29.
29.
So you've been sober. That was the 25-year anniversary.
And by the way, you know where I've seen that dragon before? Yes. On the wall of every tattoo parlor I've ever been on.
Well, first of all, I love Chinese food, and I love being sober.
Shit.
Do you show that in the Chinese restaurants? Hey, discount.
Yeah. I stenciled it from your menu.
Dude, you have somebody's fucking signature.
But it's an experience. They signed it.
Do you know who does that? 12-year-old girls. That's who does that.
Let me ask you something. I don't know what tattoo parlor you're going to where they're tattooing 12-year-old girls.
It's actually called 12-year-old girls in Jersey.
That's repulsive.
You got a 12-year-old girl arm. Shit.
Buddy,
I've been doing curls too, kid. Okay, I've been doing curls.
You really do.
Whatever, man.
I have high tendon strength.
I love Jack White. I fucking love Jack White.
Not like I do.
I absolutely.
Not like I do.
Listen,
let me see your arm.
I love him so much. That I wouldn't fucking ask him to do that.
Can I tell you something?
Because
he didn't ask. He just got the signature, right? And then he tattooed it.
That is.
You didn't tell Jack like this is going to be permanent.
Well, see, I've always first of all, I asked him.
Good point, sir.
Right?
I asked
you betrayed Jack White's confidence.
Good point,
he thought he was signing a titty or a little girl's arm.
Yeah, I thought it was a woman. Oh, it must be a girl. I thought.
Yeah, sure,
I didn't.
Sure, little kid.
He smiled brightly.
Yes, of course he did.
When I asked him to sign my arm.
Because he was helping a sick
Wait,
kid.
do we know that Jack White actually signed this?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there was a photo on RollingStone.com, and it said it was in the SiriusXM lobby, and it says Jack White signs the arm of a fan. That really let me know where I stood in the world of radio.
Was Make-A-Wish involved?
I think so. But
yes,
I never thought when I got my arm signed
that you would be doing 9 to 12s.
You mean I never thought I would be so successful?
You are fucking successful.
Thank you, Bob.
This show is going to take over.
Because let me
Bob
ask
and
you something.
Sam show.
What time?
Bob and Sam show. You're absolutely
right. What time
right.
tomorrow is the great Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll on?
That is on 10 o'clock FX.
Well, it sounds to me like the nighttime is the right time for entertainment. You know what I mean? Like that's when all the great shows are on because those are and quite frankly, as far as my entertainment goes,
here we go.
People ask me all the time.
Here we go.
They go, Sam, how do you keep yourself so entertaining? You know what I tell them, Matt?
Yeah.
Well, I watch the shows.
I watch the shows. You know? What can I tell you? I watch the shows.
Trump.
So, I always assume
someone's getting merch. I watch the shows.
Look, you know, as far I always assumed.
Slabo! What the fuck would you have another man sign your arm and then get it? You're gonna have a child one day, and he's
Told
gonna
me the ratings machine.
Because I'm the ratings machine. No, because let me get back to the original point.
Can I be your kid?
Not yet.
I want to be your kid.
Give me. I'll let you be my kid in a moment, though. I have a
Bobby,
great.
let's not live out your sexual fetishes here.
You just spat it out.
Spit take.
I have great memory retention, not to worry. So,
They call you the elephant.
You guys said, you know, did he know I was getting it permanently tattooed on? And people have asked me that, but I always assumed that when you ask a man, as a grown man that I am,
right?
For me to, for me to ask another man to tattoo my arm, I assumed that he would assume that would obviously be something I'd be tattooing on. What would the purpose be for me to just do it and then walk home and take a shower and it's gone?
The shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I don't do shits and giggles.
I ran out of paper.
I would think it was
I don't got the album on
I
me.
lost my notebook on the subway. Yeah. Can you sign my arm just so I can have a memento?
My autograph book is full.
Dude, you don't get fucking signature tattoos.
I didn't even know it was real. I thought it was fake.
That's against the law.
It's been there for years.
That's against the law, by the way.
It's not against the law.
It's against the law because you have on your arm what he signs his fucking checks with.
Technically, you're his property.
He's a forger.
You think
he's a forger?
First of all, I'm not a forger because he signed it, and second of all, he doesn't put the Roman numeral 3 on his checks. Okay,
what does the 3 stand for?
He's doing his gimmick thing. He has his Third Man Records.
Have you been there?
No, not yet.
I have. I've been there twice, motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's because you're a drummer.
That's because I am a fan.
You're
of Jack White, and I made a song in the fucking
record thing,
and it was called Too Tight.
So let me explain.
Too tight. The record booth that I was in was too tight.
It's a small booth.
It was a very small booth.
And you're a good sized man.
I'm a big man. There was another man in there, and it was too tight.
It was like a sauna.
The name of my song was "Bow Bow Too Tight."
I would love if you could bring that in, and we could get the crackle sound and everything. We'll find a turntable.
I have the record.
Bring it in next time.
I will get it for you.
And I want to hear the song. Maybe we'll digitize it, and I can put it on my. I'll put it right next to this one.
Who started that shit?
I'll put it on my soundboard.
Was that Bobo?
That was Virgil.
Oh,
that was Virgil.
Okay. I'm sorry, Virgil, for confusing you.
Wait. Did you ask if that was Virgil?
I said it was Bobo.
No,
it's not. It's not Bobo. It's Virgil.
Listen. Yes.
I'm gonna. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll have a kid. Maybe I won't. But maybe I will.
Yeah.
And I'll be sitting there, and Jack White's name will still be tattooed on my arm, and I want to know what that interaction might sound like.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, son. First of all, the fact that you sound like that and you came out of my balls is embarrassing. But go on.
Well, Dad, I was at school today. And I had a real hard time.
Well, what was it? Your lisp or?
No,
Oh.
it's my hair.
Oh, I'm sorry, son, but you know what? I made a lot of money off of my hair. I have a lot of recognition off my hair. You know, it's a good thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. Am I black? Am I white?
It doesn't matter. Let them ask. Let them ask. You know. And if that's the worst of your concerns, like as long as they're talking about you, it's a good thing.
Well, there's something else, Dad.
Well, what else could there be?
It's my little pecker.
Okay, look, Sam Jr. Some things we inherit, and I want you to know that you keep your pants on and you just lie. That's what Daddy's always done. You just lie about it.
All right, okay, I'll lie, but
just don't tell anybody.
Else, Dad.
And when swimming comes around, you wear your trunks under your jeans. Okay.
There's still something else, Dad.
What else could there be?
I mean, I know you're on the radio and stuff.
Right. Wildly successful at this point.
But do you have to work from 3 to 6 in the morning? I mean,
well, son, I've had other time shifts, but they move around a lot. You'd be surprised how many people listen from 3 to 6 in the morning. Son, that's at midnight to 3 West Coast.
Okay. All right. Well, there's really bugging me, Dad.
Yeah.
Is that kids make fun of me because they saw your arm.
They saw my arm. Well, what I don't understand.
You had another man sign his name on your arm, and they keep calling me. They keep calling me queer. What? Queer?
I can't believe they're still doing that in the future, in this day and age.
They I don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
They keep calling me queer arm.
Queer? They call you queer arm?
Yeah, and it's like...
Not even queer arm junior?
Why did you have somebody sign their name on you, Dad? Why would you have a man sign another man's arm and then permanently leave that? Why didn't you get mine? You don't even have my fucking name.
First of all,
why don't you have my name? Why do you have Jack White?
That one actually emotionally got me. What? That argument. Why you don't have my name?
I'll tell you.
I'm crying.
I'll tell you. Number one, your middle name is Zombie for a reason.
Uncle Bobby got my name under his dragon tattoo.
Well, yeah, your Uncle Bobby is your creepy uncle. That's why we keep him around.
Your kid's named Addict Roberts?
No. Your middle name is Zombie for a reason. I got Rob Zombie up on my arm, too. But listen.
Yeah, but I don't know why's my last name White Roberts.
Son, go get a hobby, okay? Stop asking me questions.
This is terrible, Dad.
Look, son, I hate to tell you this, but...
Why are you bald? Why do you look like Larry from the Three Stooges?
Don't comment on my hairline, son. That's you'll get there too, okay? You'll get there too. It's all nice now, but you'll be there too. It's something that happens to people with curly hair. We need, son. Thank you very much, son. We went way too long with the first break. We need to take another break, but we still got some more show to do.
More show.
We'll come back. Matt, you sticking around, right?
I'm sticking around.
Matt Iseman will be here. Bob Crowley will be here.
The hell
Sam Roberts Show will continue.
Went. It just went. Maybe my hand touched it or something. It's very sensitive.
Honestly, when you said, why don't you have my name tattooed on it, that got really sad.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Very good.
Welcome back to Sam Roberts Show.
Are you sure?
That's right.
Jesus. You fucking took Hulk Hogan out and now you're going to take me out. It's not happening.
Let me tell you something. This man, Waka Flocka Flame.
That's the president right there.
He stopped by my studio last night.
Really?
Just randomly. He's just like,
working, nigga.
He does. I've heard. I've heard.
By the way, we were sitting outside watching it, and God bless you guys. I love you guys. You look like you were having a good time. Shade 45, every time the door opened up, music's pumping, smoke is flowing out, girls are coming out. It's insane.
Big booties.
We were big booties.
Yeah, we're being silly. They're having a fun time.
Silly. This is silly.
We were watching the debates.
Yeah. I was pretending I was outside by being nasally.
Yeah.
Sam,
we're having a good time. Now, Matt Iseman, you're a huge fan of the whole Opie radio channel.
Absolutely.
By the way, big props to Opie and the Opie and Jim show.
What'd they do
Did you see Pete Davidson was on the show this morning?
Yes.
And he was talking about, they were all kind of finding out about the Steve Rannazzisi stuff as it was happening.
Pete Davidson, hilarious.
Hilarious. And his tweet and the stuff he was saying on the show and the stuff Norton was saying on the show, and I guess Opie too, they're all in the video, is going everywhere.
Really?
Us Weekly's reporting on
Pete's
it.
Gone. I didn't hear those guys mentioned.
Let me tell you something. You're reading the wrong sources. That guy Up Rocks is talking about that.
What I heard was
shit.
It's going to be talked about on the Sam Roberts Show is what I heard.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, if that fucking debate wasn't 2 hours long, there was a lot of stuff that was going to be talked about on Sam Roberts' show.
Damn language, Mr. Roberts.
Well, right. Rannazzisi's got his special coming out this week, and I'll be interested
we'll
to
see
what Comedy Central does.
We'll see. I mean,
if they're going to flinch or
the
not.
fat Jew was lying about who wrote his jokes, and he lost all his deals. I can only imagine what happens when you lie about 9/11.
Did he? No.
Did you hear what happened? So Steve Rannazzisi, he went out. Listen, okay, so this was Steve Rannazzisi. He was on.
DJ, do you
get the fuck out of here?
What did you learn today?
No, Fat Jew. I thought Fat Jew was original.
Who kid?
Oh, he's still stuck on the Fat Jew thing. He stole all his jokes.
I love that he's fucking
the Fat Jew though. He was at Fashion Week.
What?
So he was at Fashion Week this week, like at events.
Well, who kid? Here's what Steve Rannazzisi was saying. This is this is from him on, I guess, Pauly Shore's podcast or something like that. Pauly Shore was interviewing him for some reason.
Marin.
Well, I have the clip from Pauly Shore because I thought it was funnier.
He did it a few places.
I was just fact checking you.
Yeah, listen. Hey, this was Steve sitting with his wife.
Oof.
This guy was in the second tower of 9/11.
Yeah.
This isn't like we're doing some joke or this is like real, right?
And then the first tower got hit by the plane, and we felt it in the second tower.
Wow.
And
where was she?
She was what I thought. She worked on the 24th floor of the same tower. And I didn't know if she was into work yet because I left before her. So I went downstairs to see what's going on. I walk outside, I see the fire and everything, and then I watch the second plane hit the second tower. Like
from your tower.
You hear it. You're like, what
holy
the?
shit.
Yeah. And then I ran.
Oh my God.
You know what
ran, stopped. Both of them fell.
Somebody got
walked
caught.
Across the Brooklyn Bridge, back to Brooklyn.
I got to tell you something.
You can't tell it's bullshit. I just walked downstairs. I felt a shake.
It turns out
that was Bobby Kelly sitting down. What's up?
That's not. Well, I'm going to attack this guy.
You know what I want? I love it, Bobby. I love
skin of my Aunt Peggy. Fucking.
There it was.
Goddamn fucking patchy Irishman over here. Fucking blotchy cunt making fun of me. Gonna take that fucking wig right off his head.
Jesus Christ.
As it turns out,
I'm kidding.
I love it.
Steve Rannazzisi worked on 51st Street, which
it's close.
It's not close. 51st Street to the World Trade Center.
You feel the shake?
No. It takes 2 hours to get to the World Trade Center from 51st Street in rush hour. It's not even close a little bit.
Never mind when buildings are collapsing.
Exactly. And he's making his wife lie about it the whole time, too. That's
what's got to be tough.
That's some weirdness.
She's complicitous in this now. She's involved.
So he was bullshitting the whole time, kid. Yeah. And you know what my favorite part? The reason I played the Pauly Shore clip is because the world finds out, he admits through a publicist, by the way, which is, that's how you know a comedian's got balls. His publicist makes a statement for him. Through his publicist, he admits that he was lying about 9/11 because somebody busted him and said there's no Merrill Lynch where you said there was a Merrill Lynch. And so this interview...
Yeah, but how are they going to find out? I mean, what are they going to do? Go to the bill?
There's a record of what was there. I mean, it's just because it's gone doesn't mean it never existed.
Right? I mean, he got away with it for 15 years.
Nobody's going to go and be like, nobody's going to do that investigation.
Somebody did that investigation.
One fucking dude.
That's crazy.
That's all it takes.
Wait, is Bobby arguing this didn't happen today? It's never going to happen. He's not going to get busted.
They did the investigation and he admitted he was lying.
Okay, but here's the deal.
Right.
If he kept up the lie, if he kept saying, "Well, I made a mistake," or maybe I forget, it was a crazy day.
Yeah, worked great for Brian Williams.
I would still believe him.
Well, you'd be the only one. Nobody would believe him.
Yeah, you would.
You just said it sounded like he was bullshitting when he said it just there.
And then when I heard that, I'd be like, it's bullshit.
Well, Pauly Shore, the reason why I pulled a Pauly Shore interview was because
I'm tired.
Even after the 9/11...
I need a snack. I need an apple.
Have some of Whoo Kids Nuts.
I ate that shit.
Whoa.
I swallowed them nuts.
Even after everybody found out about the 9/11 thing, the YouTube comments from today were, fuck Pauly Shore. And it was like, God, poor Pauly Shore can't catch a break.
How about Sammy? That's what he enjoys.
I thought it was so funny.
This guy claiming to be a 9/11, that's pretty bad, but how about Pauly Shore still getting shit on?
He's still getting shit on.
I don't think comedy... I think comedy... I mean... there's so much money. It's got to be $100,000, over $100,000, $200,000. If they shot it, if they bought it, it's probably $100,000 or over. If they shot it, it's over that. It's got to be a couple $100,000. They're gonna just take the fucking hit on that.
I mean, haven't you seen corporations flinch because they think of the bad press, where they're just like, we would rather cut bait and just run and not deal with it.
If they release it, you know how many people are going to watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was also
you're right to see if it is kind of funny.
But there was this radio show that got in a lot of trouble.
Sam Roberts,
and a company paid them $2.5 million or something to that effect just to sit home.
That's all they got paid.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Say $7 million. I mean, I don't know.
For 2 years.
But it sounds like a lot to me. I guess
we were talking with Shafir today. Ari Shafir, who just went through a similar event with a girl with a one arm that he named in his special.
Yeah.
And he said, what I did was I ignored Twitter for 3 weeks. Yeah. And it went away.
I mean, he didn't lie about 9/11, though.
No. You're right. You're right. It's definitely a sensitive subject. But at the same time, what about the fat shaming girl? Like, has anybody talked about that in the past 3 days?
She lied, right?
When you talking
people
about
are fat.
Yeah, there are fat people.
No,
she doesn't like
shaming girl. You're not in that in shape.
I'm a little closer to Chucky. Bobby,
listen,
this guy's good.
Is that 9/11 guy going to lose his? He's supposed to be doing ads for.
He's on the Buffalo Wild
Wings
for the football games, right?
Yeah.
Is he going to lose that?
They're going to actually. They're saying they're reconsidering their relationship with him, which means
right. That's what Subway said about Jared first.
So fired.
Yeah, I know.
He's done. He's done. All right, listen.
With Subway, they took so long to fucking fire him.
They really did.
It's like you should hear the word pedophile.
Are you? Is he definitely a pedophile? Is he? But for sure. We're out of time.
That's it?
We're out of time.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I want to find out. Everything goes crazy. There's so much action that happens on this show. I never remember anything. And Matt, you only got to be here for the last 45 minutes or so.
But it was a great 45 minutes because I got to meet Whoo Kid and Bobby Kelly, Adrian, and get to hang out with Sammy Brand Muffins.
Primetime Sam Roberts.
We should fucking make this the crew.
Here's what you all.
This is the crew.
All right. Well, keep coming in. I can give you a salary of free.
Yeah. What is that?
No,
free. Oh, that's not like a new
Excuse me. Bobby Kelly is a TV star now, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking star kid.
There's only one thing to do right now. Find out what happened on today's show via the list. Adrian?
Rand Paul sounds like a douche. Good immigrants, like cats, always come back. This is a country that speaks English. Ted Cruz has a penis face. There are no ugly chicks allowed on the Sam Roberts Show.
True.
Marco Rubio's mouth is a pee hole. Bob Kelly's farts are fucking offensive. Rand Paul is a fucking loser.
Yeah.
If elected president, Donald Trump will eradicate disease.
Yeah.
Bob Kelly was at Pearl Harbor. Sam's son will have fat arms and a dumb tattoo. Vote smart, vote cute, vote Sam Roberts.
There it is. Adrian nailing it. Nailing it, Matt Iseman. Thank you so much for being here. You can follow Matt Iseman at Matt Iseman.
Yes.
Is that right on Twitter? And American Ninja Warrior coming back?
Yeah, season 8 coming back.
Season 8.
Fucking
so
A.
I'm going to be on the Hallmark channel for all the Sammy's fans on Friday.
There it is. Check him out on the Hallmark channel.
The lifestyle show that you probably never will.
I will watch it.
You watch it? You would. It's Home and Family.
I'm a big fan of lifestyle.
And I'm actually on Neil Patrick Harris's Best Time Ever again next week.
That's my
that's exciting. That's exciting. And speaking of exciting things on TV, tomorrow is the finale of Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll, starring Robert Kelly. A great, great show. You can follow him on Twitter at Robert Kelly. Thank you for being here. And, of course, the great DJ Whoo Kid. Always a pleasure. If you're, we're gonna have I got a porn star coming in tomorrow. She's going to get naked and have flashlights.
I'll be here.
Why did we come tonight?
All right.
I have my own flashlight. It's called my butthole.
We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
Smell me.